Please hold on for a moment before continuing. Before you go on any other adventure, I want you to pay attention to this. I have something to tell you that the arena hasn't told you, and that you might have forgotten. You've spent a lot of time wondering what other people think of you, and maybe even what I think of you. Have you ever stopped to ask God, what do you really see when you look at me? Let me give you an answer for today. Please let me put an end to every doubt and lie that has made you question your true worth, because what I think about you is much more, much deeper, and much more beautiful than you could ever imagine, so please focus. Don't miss this chance, loved one, because those words are for you, and I don't want you to forget them. Soul, let the Lord's mercy type in. Yes, I need to publish below this to use His benefits. From the bottom of my heart, I want you to know that meeting you wasn't a shock. No one else knew your name before I did. I knew you before you even breathed your first breath. I made you with love so great that even the angels were amazed by my work. You're not here. You are not a random person floating through life without a purpose if you use chance. The things that make you special, like your smile, your strengths, and even the problems you face, were all woven together with a plan and a purpose. You are unique and unlike anyone else. There have been billions of people who have lived on Earth, but there has never been or will ever be another you. You are a work of art that I made with my arms and my love. You are destined for more than you can see yet. You may be astonished if I truly see you. If I can look beyond the mask you wear, the pain you conceal, and the fears that softly whisper within your heart, my dear. I see everything. I see the times when you feel like you're not good enough. When you look at yourself in the mirror and don't see your true worth. And when your past comes back to haunt you and make you feel like you're not worthy of love. Still, I love you. I love you, even the weak spots and strong points. I admire your successes and understand how challenging it can be for you. No longer do I like you for who you are, but for who I know you have become. I can like you even if you're not perfect. You don't need to fix yourself before you come to me. Just come as you are, and I'll show you who you were always meant to be. I know you feel weak sometimes, like when you want to give up or when life feels too hard. But listen to me now, you're stronger than you think. Not because of your potential, but because I have put my power inside you. Only I can give you the strength to continue when you feel like giving up. Although you may feel as though you are falling apart, I am the one who keeps everything integrated. You feel lost, and I'm the only one who can help you in your country. That's not possible with you. You haven't been hurt. From the past restored, I see you as a warrior, and I've already given you everything you need to beat what's ahead. My dear child, if this message touched your heart, please click like. I know you have done wrong things. I know there are things you want to forget about, but focus. Your mistakes don't make you who you are anymore. When I look at you, I no longer see failure. When I look at you, I don't see shame. When I look at you, I see redemption. I see a chance. I see a bright future ahead of us. The arena may remind you of your bad luck, but I remind you of your reasons. Others might describe you based on your past, but I choose to define you by my love. Don't show the guilt that I've already brought up. Don't believe the lies that tell you you're too far gone. I deeply love you, and you remain within the reach of my grace. Nothing you have done can separate you from my love. I don't just put up with you. You make me smile. I feel the times when you turn your heart to me, pray, or take a religious step. I enjoy hearing about your victories and hold you close when you're having a tough time. I enjoy you for who you are, not what you do. What I want you to feel is the joy of knowing that I value you. I'm thrilled to sing over you. It makes me pleased to see you learn, grow, and love. My happiness with you endures, even when you feel unworthy. I see how valuable you really are, even though you feel left out. I see you and enjoy being with you. I know that you've been worried about what's coming up. You asked, will things get better? Will I ever find peace? Allow me to tell you the truth. Do I have a cause? I hold your fate in my arms, and it's full of hopes. I have plans for you that are a little further ahead of what you might think of. Do not worry about getting lost. I am with you even when you can't see it. Every obstacle, rejection, and unfulfilled prayer doesn't always aim to harm you. Rather, they serve to prepare you. Your body is shaping you for something much bigger. Trust me, my baby, because I'm working on everything with you to make it happen. I want you to hear this one last time, and I pray you don't miss it. You are not your past. You are not alone. You are stronger than your struggles. You were made for a reason, and you are loved beyond measure. This is how I feel about you, my toddler, and I sincerely hope you agree with me. Sacred Heart, let God's light shine through you. Your huge thank you keeps us going on our mission to share God's eternal truth. Please go out and get the infinite gifts of God, my beloved child. Above all else, remember this: you are mine. There is nothing that can separate you from my love. No mistake, no situation, and no pressure on earth or in heaven can take you away from me. You are mine, and I will not let you cross. I love you more than any other person in the crowd. You're my precious one. I put you in touch with them by calling them. I have written your name on my arms. I told you, put my seal on your heart. You are always mine, and I love you, my child. I have already spoken, so please feel free to reflect on those words as often as you like. Let them bring you peace, joy, and strength. You were chosen. I love you, and you are mine. Please don't question what I think about you, because I believe you are wonderful, loved, and valuable. That is my heart for you. I want you to take it, think about it, and live your life knowing who you really are in my eyes. Yes. Children, stop everything right now. This is something that needs your attention right away. You are almost done getting everything I have carefully put together for you. But if you hesitate, you should miss out on the chance. The doors that are open now should close at any time. I can sense what you're really like. I know how difficult things have been for you. I know your hopes, your feelings, and the times you looked at the stars and wondered when you'd get an answer. I assure you that your answer is closer than you think. But there's an important fact you should keep in mind before the moment. If something slips your mind, you could lose a wonderful gift without even knowing it. The ideal door may remain closed to you, even if you are standing in front of it. You might be dangling in your vow, but it might be getting away from you. Pay close attention, because this video is your last chance to win. I dare you to stay with me until the end, because I'm about to reveal something truly changed and normal for you. A divine gift that has the power to improve your life forever. So tell me, will you let this chance pass you by, or will you take what's rightfully yours? If you have unwavering perception and believe that the extraordinary will spread, then join me today, because I'm about to show you something amazing. Wait for a moment. Your answer should come up soon. Post it in the comments. My lord, I have clear perception. Kids should stop all sports right away. Could it be that your arrival here was more than just a coincidence? Do you agree with what this video says? Did it watch how it behaved toward you by chance? There is no greater being than I am, and I am reaching out to you right now. How many times have you known deep down that you should get closer to me, but kept putting it off? How many times have I reached out to you in the quiet, through the pain of a vision, or through a word that was said to you, while you pretended not to be aware? I see that you exist. I own the whole main idea of your story. I understand your struggles, your worries, and the secrets you still keep from other people. Look, the moment you've been waiting for is finally here. I stand in front of you to confirm that the time has come, Candy One. Our network is ready for your bright ideas. Sign up for live links to get more heartfelt, uplifting messages. You need to listen to my call now, which you have trained for so well that no earthly possession can satisfy your longing. Additionally, do you understand the reason behind it? I possess the ability to occupy that space in your heart entirely. I have a powerful force for you, but I need your attention right now. Keep your heart soft and your ears open. Time passes smoothly, and opportunities continue to present themselves. But if you don't do anything, the doors may also close quickly. How often have you put off making your wish? How many times have you put off what I asked for today? It would be best to find it right away so that it doesn't get behind schedule. I'm trying to get in touch with you, and this could be the moment that changes everything. You need to make a choice. Will you keep living your modern life and passively hope for trade? Or will you listen to what I have to say and grab the important things that are close to you? You make the choice. But pay attention to what I say. People who hear my name and follow my path will find no regret. Write in the feedback. Let me pay attention to your call, Lord. You're excited for what I'm going to do in your lives, but you didn't see that I already did it. I have already given you what you asked for in your prayers. I have already fashioned the gifts you enjoyed in the past. I have already inscribed your victory on paper. I've set everything in motion. Now it's up to you to claim what is yours. Do you know how important this victory is? You must do something to understand it. Just giving it to you isn't enough. You have been waiting for things to happen. But I have always maintained that clear perception cannot exist without effort. Even though you beg, mourn, and search, when the time comes to act, you stumble. It sounds like you want a strong message, reassurance, or promise. But let me ask you something. Do you believe in me anymore? I allowed my people to enter the promised land as soon as possible. There is no doubt that I sold them on it. They had to get in and take it over. When I asked Peter to cross the water, he stayed on the ground because he had to make the first flow. Will you stay still while you wait for me to appear? Or will you get up and take what is rightfully yours? Stop focusing on the things that you can't do and the problems that could happen. Even though the portal is open, you should still go through it. The beautiful waits, but your religion is very important. Now is the time you've been waiting for, but it's up to you to seize it. If you don't move to pay interest, someone else could take your money. If you make a move, the risk could also slip through your fingers. Are you sure you're ready to take on this assignment? People can't take away what I've given you yet, so don't put it off. If you don't grab it, you'll never cross the open door. As you cross in now, do a divine act of perception and say in the comments, I seize my blessing right now. Listen carefully, kids, because this count number has a lot of weight. Have you ever noticed that positive chances disappear and can't be found again? Have you ever considered something briefly and experienced a slight sense of regret for letting it pass? You have been given many options, but how much longer are you going to hesitate? I am aware of all the options available to you. but I also know how to take advantage of the moment. Sometimes I extend an invitation, but if you choose not to accept, that opportunity could vanish forever. My relationship with Noah became similar to that. I asked him to build the ark, and he did it. But when the deluge started, the door turned into a seal that no one else could get through. I didn't not want to save other people. It was just that the time to act had already passed. Now I'm going to ask you, how many chances have I given you guys? You fell down. How many times have I laid out options before you, while you waited for the right moment? I can share this knowledge because I am looking for and feeling ready to own unwavering facts. Warranty doesn't come before perception. It comes after it. You need to keep trying to be perfect before you do anything else, or you might end up stuck forever. If you continue to postpone, you risk losing the opportunity and losing out on what I have in store for you. Are you confident in this decision? Do you want to think about the things you could have done and feel regret for them? Do you want to spend your days looking at other people living the life you could have had? Don't be afraid. Don't be hesitant. And stop being afraid. The door is still there, but I never said it would stay that way forever. How do you see this second? Will you allow this opportunity to continually disappear into the abyss, or will you seize it before it vanishes in the feedback? I'm going to walk over the edge that God has given me. Dear Christians, come experience the deep joy of going for walks in Christ's shining presence. Click Be a Part of to join a friendly network where His teachings bring us together in love. Children, we will strengthen our faith and lift each other's spirits as a group. The hourglass is quickly being emptied. Do you really feel it? Are you aware that your surroundings are changing? If so, I'd like to know how long you plan to stay. How often do you say to yourself, I'll do something the next day? You should change it to, I can start when the time feels right. But what if that time never comes, and the present is your last chance to understand the gift I carefully planned for you? I'm not saying these words to make you worry, though. I'm saying it to get your attention. The time to be persistent is over. Now is the time to make a decision. This could be the moment to demonstrate your faith and make the decision you've been putting off. Have you ever thought about how everything important is decided by a single second? Meals have a clear expiration date that is marked with a precise time frame. Little one in mom's womb arrive at just the right time to enter the world, and your blessing is waiting to be felt. However, if you remain in your current location, the blessings intended for you may slip away. I have moved past the biggest challenging obstacle. The path has been clearly marked. Limitations have been broken, and the solution has been shown. There may be a single action in front of you that is only in your hands. Claim it as your own. Don't be fooled. The time to hesitate is almost here. Even though you can count on the exact time, it has come. Push yourself to do better today, because tomorrow might not give you the same chance. If you don't take a bold step now, you could find yourself stuck indefinitely. Decide. Will you keep sitting there and letting things happen without doing anything about them? Or will you rise up and take what is naturally yours? Right now could be your last chance. To walk over the edge is to catch the moment. Go away. A comment that means the time has come. I say what is mine, kids. How often have you stayed still because you were scared? Worried about what other people thought? Afraid of falling quickly? Trying to be great but failing? Afraid of pain? Afraid of embracing hope? Trying to withstand disappointment? And afraid of crossing your threshold? However, please allow me to ask to instill this worry in you, because I raised you to be strong. I got you ready to get stronger, fit in, and win. You have the power to win because I gave it to you. What is causing you to let worry hold you back? Your enemy knows that if you're brave, nothing can stop you. He knows that as you rise, things that stand in your way will break. His knowledge is that if you believe in me, you will win. With each pass, he plans to stop you from moving. It's his job to make you doubt yourself. He makes you feel inadequate by convincing you that you are not worthy, which means you fall short of greatness. However, all of that could be a lie. I now give you a spirit that is not afraid, but full of energy, kindness, and peace. There is less fear in your spirit as you walk with me. Think about all the things you've missed out on because you were worried. The chances you didn't take, and the doors that shut, because you weren't ready to seize the moment. But I promise you that your victory lies beyond the world of worry now. If you let fear control your life, you'll miss out on the wonderful journey I've planned for you. Because you won't have the courage to start that first trip, the possibilities of what could have been will always be exciting. Kids, stop giving fear power. It doesn't run your life. I'm in charge right now, and I promise you to keep going with confidence. What's there to question if I stand with your side? What is stopping you even though I made a promise? The door is open. The divine wish has already been granted. Please overcome your fear and claim what is rightfully yours now. I want you to find your inner strength and write in the feedback, I now cannot be afraid. My victory is already secured. Kids, how often have I given you something useful to look at? Because of the unknown, draw closer to your inner strength. The world has been blessed by you, and your wish has been granted. However, whenever there is doubt, you pull back. Your mind starts to wonder, is this destiny meant for me? Will it happen? Has the divine really spoken to me? When you're in this state of uncertainty, you become immobile, overthinking, and shaky for all time. And while you're there, your enemy takes what is rightfully yours. Uncertainty sneaks in and steals what can't be seen. It descends with calculated elegance, masquerading as reason. Uncertainty lurks in the shadows, and before you know it, it has effects. You lost the faith you used to have in me. That's how things turned out for Peter. I asked him to walk on the waves, and at first he did so with complete confidence. But about halfway there, he looked at the storm and began to waver. What happened? He went down. How often have you been interested in this? Started an adventure full of conviction and confidence, and then found that uncertainty hit and brought you down in the middle. But I wish you could understand something today. If I provide you a gift, it's yours to claim. But if you question it, you forfeit your wealth to those who are against you. I wish to keep everything safe and free from the chains of doubt. If I say something will happen, it will. Put down your questions and stop trying to understand everything. There is no need for justification for perception. It thrives on confidence. It is not necessary for you to understand the approach, and details about the timing are not required. You should really believe that I am divine and stop doubting. Today, make your choice, will you? Will you keep doubting and lose what you have? Or will you keep your promise and trust me? Be sure of what you believe and say out loud in the comments, I let go of doubt and claim my destiny, my dear soul. Keep the good vibes coming. Give this video to someone who needs a boost of confidence. Hello, children. Have you ever paused to consider how near you are to the promise, yet still behave as if it remains distant? You look for me, beg, cry, and shout, but when I offer help, you run away. You're waiting for me to do something, while I'm also hanging on for a deeper message. But pay attention, your luck is already in front of you. But if you don't move, it could slip away and keep going elsewhere. My people saw this place in the middle of the vast, empty land. A promised land stood in front of us, its beauty undeniable. They were so stuck in their doubts and fears that they didn't even try to enter the building for 40 years after I told them I would give it to them. Do you understand that the meaning of this promise is just a few steps away? If you stay far away from me, religion, and obedience, you'll never be able to find it. Are you getting closer to the promise? Or are you moving farther away? Have you ever accepted the future I see for you? Or have you ever chosen to make your own? Let me stress that being close to the promise is not enough to embody it. One must roll themselves perfectly. There is no reason to wait for a miracle while continuing on the same path. You can't try to be outstanding while being average. Thus, you should align yourself to include everything that lies ahead of you. The vow is ready to be wrapped around your neck. It stands ready to do so. Poise, are you ready to accept it? Or will you stay away, putting it off and lingering? As time goes on and the danger fades, please make it clear in the feedback if you want to keep the promise and enjoy everything I have planned for you. Lord, I agree with your will and claim the children you promised me. Why do you still ask? Do you agree that I'm the kind of person who could lie? Do you agree with me that I'm a God who can change his mind? I am not like those who break promises. It will happen if I say so. I understand how uneasy and restless you feel as you wonder, will it happen? Will I still be remembered? And today, I want to remind you that I keep every promise. Even though things may seem still in the present, my effect is already at work in the shadows. It may seem like forever. I'm responsible for everything though, and everything happens at just the right time. You might believe that my intentions have shifted, yet my power remains unstoppable. Abraham waited for a very long time for the son I promised to give him many years ago, but at the right time, the promise came true. Joseph was betrayed, sold as an animal as a sacrifice, kept jailed, and was made to feel bad about himself. But the promise I made to him came true. David was picked to be great, and even though he lied about it for years, he finally claimed the throne I had set aside for him. Are you greedy for how important your contribution is? The waiting period will not alter the promise that silence does not always indicate forgetfulness, and the upcoming challenges do not imply that my message to you is unclear. If I made devs swear, know that the answer is already on its way. The enemy wants you to think nothing will change, that I won't listen, and that you're unworthy. But he's a liar. Today I stand in front of you to tell you, stay steadfast, ignore your surroundings, be aware of my presence, and stop letting time fool you, because I control its very essence. Nothing can stop my promise from coming true in your lives. What I've already said can't be changed by anyone, anything, or anyone standing in the way. Now, cast aside all your uncertainties and anxieties. Forget the doubts that keep coming back to you. I can keep a promise. Kids, the portal is waiting for you. Take a bold step and say in the feedback, I trust that the promises in my lifestyle will come true. Are you ready to take a step inside? You have asked me to show you a way, pleaded with me, and sought me out. But let me ask you a question. As soon as the doorbell rings, are you ready to cross it? Often, you find yourself searching for something that isn't truly what you want, and are prepared to endure challenges. You want God's favor, but don't have the strength to keep it. You're looking for chances, but don't have the drive to take advantage of them. I assure you that if you lack the courage to enter, searching for the right door is free. Are you aware of how many people were given something amazing, but let it slip away because they weren't ready? What number of souls have crossed the line of change, but don't know how to stay inside? I want to be able to avoid this. Before I open the door, I'll get you ready for what's inside. Before I make you great, I improve your essence before giving you something amazing. I support your idea, but there are times when this way of doing things escapes your understanding. You think I'm slow and not paying attention to what you're saying, but the truth is that I'm just some distance away. I'm shaping you for the moment when the right chance comes up, making sure you're ready to take it and staying strong. Now look inside. If this portal is frequently changing these days, could we consider whether everything is well organized, or if there are areas that might need some adjustments? Are there still challenges that need to be overcome? There are some things I told you to talk about, but you still don't. I'm a divine force that opens doors to possibilities, and I also care for the souls of people who want to follow the path I've set out for them. Start formulating your plans immediately. Forge your own path and pursue success. Take every moment as it comes and make your own path. Don't go after things that have already been laid out. If you prepare, you'll be able to walk through the door with confidence when it opens. If you're determined to get ready for what I'm already doing for you, write in the comments, "Touch me through the right door." My sweet child, let this desire shine through. Send this video to someone who wants a small raise. Kids, have you ever thought about why your luck hasn't come yet? You have looked for and cried. You have kept going. As you look at the scene, seeing other people get chances and amazing things happen, a deep question arises in your mind. Why hasn't this occurred to me yet? You should really look inside yourself these days, because I'm not the one who kept and gave you back your fortune. There will be a status of an obstacle in the way of your reception. Are you ready to give this answer? Most of the time, the biggest thing stopping you from reaching your goals is yourself, not outside forces. There is a new generation coming up, but you are still rooted in who you have always been. Even though you want something new, you know what I told you to let go of. You're trying to figure out what I want, but you're making me feel things that go against what I want. Is your divine preferred held back because you haven't forgiven? Are you unable to get what you want because you're still defiant? Has your gift not come forth because you're still not sure if you should offer it? I am a supreme being of order. I'd rather be the person who, at the right time, breaks promises to people who aren't ready for them. Let go of any lingering anger and welcome freedom. You've been holding on to ideas of failure. Change how you feel about things. If you've veered off course, please feel free to return to me. Nothing can stop the future I've already planned for you, as long as your heart aligns with mine. Don't cast solid shadows over the weather or the situation. If there is anything that stops you from being outstanding, I show it to you now. To eliminate this obstacle and fully embrace what I offer, you must take decisive action now and state in your feedback, "I release everything that prevents my benefits from manifesting." Children, stop looking out into the world. Everything you are looking for is already inside you. You're ready to take the next step today and are waiting for a sign, a nudge, or confirmation. I want to remind you that your holding close contains the power to help you win. You've asked, pleaded, and called out, and every so often you wonder, why hasn't it come to pass me by? What steps do I need to take in the same way, my sovereign? And I'm telling you now, Stop looking at what's going on around you and start using what I've already given you. Moses stood in front of a big sea with an army behind him, and he did something. He started to cry, but I asked him, "Why are you calling out to me? Make use of what you have." He held the staff, and when he chose to use it, the water split. Are you hungry for this? Everything you're looking for is inside you. The message's meaning has already been released. The chance is already here. But if you don't do anything, the key stays where it is and the door stays closed. How many times have I given you ideas, techniques, gifts, and skills that you didn't use? How many times have I created new ways for you to do things, but you were still skeptical? Children, it's time to cease seeking additional evidence. It's time to take action. Your victory is close. It's not limited. It's right in front of you. The final step involves deciding who will take ownership of the key. Now, embrace your conviction and say in the feedback, "The key is already in my hands, and I will use it." There is less time to wait for something. The revelation is nearing its end, and it's making you feel something deep inside. Things are changing in your environment. Everything is falling into place perfectly. The doors are starting to open. But now I have a question for you. Are you ready to act? Often, the problem isn't how long you have to wait, but how you don't have the energy to do something about it. When the time came, you sought, begged, and called out. And now I've listened. The vow is being kept. But do you have the energy to know for sure what yours is? Your rival's blessing doesn't mean anything if you don't claim it for yourself. There's no point in me revealing the victory while you stay still. You've already arrived. Everything you've been through up to this point has been preparation. Every war, every tear of sorrow, and every instance of suffering has set you up for this moment. Now stand your ground. Don't let fear run your life anymore. Stop hesitating and take the path ahead with confidence. The generation of waiting is ending, and the time for decisive action has come. What will you do? Will you stay still and let the threat slip away, or will you rise up and take the destiny that is rightfully yours? The choice is yours, but I tell you, those who have faith take action, place their trust, and move forward. Those who put up are rewarded, if you feel like the time to do so has arrived. Clearly, from the comments that I was given, I could move forward. My shining famous person, spread the spark of hope. Send the video to up to 3 partners who need a morale boost. My loved children, an opening stands before you that I think I've opened, a threat that I have carefully crafted, and an adventure that hasn't been marred by time. But the enemy is never ending in their attempts to trick you. He even starts to think that this door is just a creation of your imagination. He wants to convince you that all of them are impossible to overcome, that success is impossible, that you are not worthy, and that you lack the ability. But pay attention to what I say. If I give you passage, it will not be blocked by any force. Do you understand how important this is? Your enemy may be trying to stop your progress, set barriers, or discourage you. I am the great pressure and the master of possibilities, and nothing can stop what I choose to do in your life. Joseph was betrayed and put into a deep pit, bought into slavery, and wrongfully imprisoned. But no one could shut the door that I had opened for him. And at the exact moment it opened, he walked out of confinement and into the grand palace. Daniel was put in an area full of fierce beasts, and his enemy tried to choke him to end his story. But I had already set up a passageway for him, so the jaws of the beasts couldn't reach him. Understanding this trouble can try to project, but it can't beat the destiny I've already set for you. Stop looking at the problems as if they take away from my promise. Stop believing the enemy's lies and include my truth. What I have planned for you is already happening, and I want you to say this with full conviction. Lee said, "No enemy can close the door that has been opened for me." Children, what makes you want to keep reading? You wait until the very last minute to believe. How many times have I given you my signs? How many times have I whispered for your soul? Sometimes I've shown you my movements, but you keep waiting for proof before you can really trust. But let me teach you this wisdom: belief that depends on sight is not real perception. It's uncertainty. Many simpletons believe that everything is settled, but they only practice their religion after the first rate has occurred. They catch and control simpletons when everything is already in their hands. But I'm asking you today, do you have the guts to believe without the need for proof? Thomas, you need to feel my arms to really hold my life close. But lucky are those who haven't seen it and still hold on to their faith. Are you waiting for the money to show up in your account before you recognize my role as your provider? Are you waiting for the treatment to happen during an exam before you recognize my role as your doctor? Are you waiting for every door to swing open, hoping for confirmation of my role as your father? Kids, don't wait until the very last minute to include your faith. Include your faith and watch as your beautiful transformation happens suddenly. Hold on to your idea with all your heart, and the vow will come to pass. I am already making what you chose. He is already moving. Amen. But if you choose to disbelieve right now, you risk losing what was meant for you. It's close at hand, so don't wait to believe. Agree with me today and take a leap of faith. WR in the comments. I will not delay my faith. I resign my faith in you right now, my dear kids. In this war you are facing, it isn't always meant to bring you down. It's meant to strengthen you. I understand the mission. I understand your sadness, and I can feel your heart hungering for clarity. But you should know this: every project you come across serves a greater cause. You will stay in memory, unwavering through time. You're not going to be fired. You're going through a trial. Did you know that for every big victory, there is a bigger trial? Look at the story of Joseph. He saw greatness and a wonderful future, but before he could enter the palace, he had to deal with betrayal. Being lost, shamed, and locked up were all trials that turned out to be part of a grand plan. David was meant to be king, but before he could claim his rightful place on the throne, he had to face lions, bears, and constant hardships. Even God had to be tested in the wilderness before he went on his holy adventure. Now look at your own life. The thing you are going through now is a trial, but it's not meant to bring you down. If I gave you everything right now, without giving you the right training, you wouldn't be able to understand it all. If I have to lift you to amazing heights without making your base stronger, the slightest breeze could knock you off. Stay strong. This war will end. The suffering will end. And when you look back, you'll see that every moment was leading you to a better life. Even though things are challenging for you right now, it means that your reputation is about to improve. Now, take a moment to say what you believe in the feedback. I am being checked out for approval, and I will be. Do not give up, my expensive kids. How often have you been on the verge of doing what you thought was the best thing to do, only to change your mind? I've already told you what I promised to do. I've already set the path. I've already made paths possible. I showed you the way. But when it's time to put your faith in action, Doubt roars louder. And do you know what happens when you don't believe? You were the only one who turned away. What was meant to be yours, sweet baby of mine. If these words made you feel better, show your love with a like. Look at my fans in the big empty area. They were on the verge of a destined realm and a divine presence. But they couldn't cross the edge because they didn't believe it was possible. They whispered, thought, and shook, and as a result, they wandered for 40 years without claiming what had been given to them. Now I want to ask you a question. How many years have gone by since you stopped believing? Can you think of how many chances you missed because you were too afraid to act? How many chances have you missed because you don't believe in God? How many promises are still out there, but your doubtful thoughts have kept you from accepting them? My dear children, I wish for your future so that you can hold on to every treasure I have carefully made. If I said something would happen, it will. Make things stronger with cause, and don't look behind you. Become rid of any doubts if I tell you to contemplate it. Religion is more than just feelings. Religion is a choice, and I urge you to trust and hold on tight to the treasures I've set aside for you. You should not let doubt or fear take away your abilities or greatness right now. You should not miss the present because of uncertain thoughts right now. Say your prayers with all your might right in the comments. I can't lose my blessing. I choose to trust my loved ones. Your life isn't just a coincidence. You are a work of art. You were meant to be together from the start of your lives. I've come up with a fantastic plan just for you. I have already worked my hand into your story. I have already mapped out your future. Nothing and no one can prevent what I have determined will occur in your lives, as I have already expressed my desires for the future. Pressure and doubts from others cannot stop you. Your enemies can also try to get in the way of your path. But let me remind you, if I chose you, nothing can get in your way. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers, made poor, and jailed without a good reason. But nothing in the world could stop the future I had planned for him. David had to deal with disdain from his family, notoriety from other men, and abuse on his way to becoming king. However, once I choose someone, I will uphold the promise regardless of the circumstances. As you can see in your reflection, how many times did they try to break your spirit? How many times have they doubted your skills? How often has your enemy tried to bring you down, stop your progress, and make you think that happiness is out of reach? However, I want you to understand this truth. If I'm on your side, then who should be against you? Even though pressure can hold you back, they may try to close doors, but I open even grander ones. They'll try to bring you down, but I'll lift you up to new heights. They will try to silence you, but I grant you the power to speak with my conviction. You're my champion, and nothing can stop you now. Now, if you really believe this, do something brave and say in the feedback, I am destined for greatness, and nothing can hold me back. Kids, how many wonders have you missed because you lost faith? No matter how much you beg, plead, or wail, when the time comes to be certain, uncertainty rules. It has everything to do with your spirit. Do you truly have faith in achieving a miracle? Do you often feel sad and worried? Allow me to share this. The enemy is often the best thing standing in the way of a miracle, not the assignment itself. That's no longer the case. It's doubt in my own world, surrounded by people who saw my adventure. I wanted to grasp the wonderful, but their lack of faith stood in the way. Are you so greedy that a lack of ideas prevents greatness? When doubt started to creep in, Peter walked through the water with unwavering perception, but he soon found himself falling deeper into it. Unwavering faith healed the woman with a blood problem. She gave the order right away without saying a word. She had to put her palms on me. Bartimaeus, who was blind, prayed for healing, and his unwavering faith brought about the amazing. Look at your pain now. What do you need from me? What did you want to find? Is your help from God getting closer now? I have a question for you. Do you really believe? When you doubt, you get in the way of your personal revelation and let doubt into your life. Think about giving your money to the kids of your enemies. Even though I'm the master of the brilliant, my wonders happen most easily when people can see them. Include what you believe. Grab your miracle and hold on to it tight. Say what you believe now, and share your thoughts in the comments. Young people, I agree that my miracle is on the way. Might you consider that your presence here is more than just a coincidence? At this moment, you are empowered to be anywhere you want to be. There are many choices available to you, but I'm calling you here for a reason that needs your attention. You've looked for answers, longed for a sign, and been called out. This video provides guidance and answers your question today. It's clear that there are times when being alone feels very heavy. Do you want to know if I really understand everything you're going through? You want to know why a few things are still not happening, and I promise you that my promise to you has not changed in any way. I've always been by your side. This video has been created to observe you for a specific reason. It is a key part of my big plan. I liked how those words made you feel. I want to remind you that I'm still in charge, and that there is a big plan. Your lifestyles are important to me, and my efforts continue to align with your excellent hobbies. Absolutely everything you've been through is crucial. I couldn't hold back a tear, and nothing that happened surprised me. I'm shaping you, guiding you, and getting you ready. Now I want to ask you, do you really think I was the one who brought you to this point? Because when you believe, you understand what this phrase really means. I am renewing your faith. I now call you to a whole new era. Take a moment to understand, and be specific in the comments. I take delivery of this message and circulate it forward closer to your direction. My dear team, how often have I provided clear instructions that were not followed? There was truth out there, and I showed it to you. You asked for advice, and I showed you the way. But when it was time to make a choice, fear echoed with extra depth. Uncertainty held you back, and you chose to go your own way. But I wonder, do you really know more about the direction than I do? There are aspects I perceive that you are unable to. I can see the path that lies ahead of you. I offer to steer even if I get there. It's because I had a clear picture of where I was going ahead of time. While Peter did what I said and sold his net, he got a reward by going into the depths. Wera listened to the decision and left his home country, not knowing where he was going. He became the founder of a powerful nation because the people of Israel followed the command and turned Jericho so that the walls fell down in front of them. Are you wanting this so badly? As you defy expectations, doubt creeps in when you choose to go your own way. Submission creates opportunities that human effort alone should never be able to achieve. You make it difficult for my promises to come true in your life. I'm not trying to put limits on you. I'm commanding you to follow through, so that I can do you a tremendous favor. I have the knowledge to help you reach your full potential. As I see our destination in my mind, I know that with your belief and dedication, the unbelievable will happen before you know it. Choose well. Will you keep fighting against what I've already shown you? Or will you follow my advice and accept the amazing? Take a chance and write in the feedback. I choose to follow your steerage, baby. I have heard every word you spoke. Those prayers you whispered while no one looked, and those tears you shed in your bedroom alone, sure that no one saw. I saw everything happen. I've taken it all in, and now I say that every moment had a reason. Is there a higher energy hearing my mind? Is something I remember you asking yourself a lot. Do I think my prayers are reaching the divine? My answer is sure. I've been paying attention since the first time you reached out. Since the first whisper that came from your soul, I've started my work. But, my dear children, you need to remember a deep truth about the year I stay. I work beyond the realm of mortals. I move in sync with the cause and do every step perfectly. Occasionally it seems like nothing is happening, but the universe is already setting things up to help you. It's understandable that you can't wait for the answer, but what I'm working on is way beyond what you could have imagined. Joseph wanted to be free because he thought he had been abandoned while he was in captivity. But I was making an electric seed for him. I cried for years because I wanted a son. But I didn't just want any child. I wanted a prophet who would bring light to the area. Lazarus met his end, and many people thought that was the end of the story. But I knew that a huge miracle was coming. And now I tell you that the time of your endurance is almost over. Simple facts provide solutions to problems, while the door widens to reveal what lies beyond. The promise is about to become clear. Keep going with unwavering strength now. Hold on tight, because something wonderful is coming your way soon. Call on your faith and write in the comments, I believe that God heard my prayers and answered them. My answer is on its way, my dear child, she said. If this message spoke to you, please like it. Why do you feel that my pace might be too quick? I can feel your unease. I hear your voice asking, why hasn't it occurred yet? What is the cause of this delay? Recently, I want you to understand this. I do not procrastinate. I prepare in advance. You look at the clock and feel like time is slipping away quickly and relentlessly. You see others getting it and feel like you've been left behind. You think I've ignored you, but I control time itself. If it hasn't come to skip yet, it's not always because I forgot. I am shaping you, and I am also crafting what I will give you. If I had given Joseph the throne early, he might not have known how to control it. If David had claimed the throne early, he would not have known how to rule. If Abraham had received his son prior to the promise, he might not have understood the profound significance of genuine agreement. Now look at your life. Do you truly believe that you are prepared to embrace everything I have reserved for you, as I am unwilling to provide something that will only last temporarily? I want to present you a treasure that you will cherish forever. I remember you all the time. I am firm in my decision. As you read Lamentations, you'll see that what seems like a long time of waiting is actually a part of Advent. Once everything is set in motion, nothing and no one will stop what I have already decided for your lives. Please take a moment to say what you believe and write in the comments, I accept as true within God. Don't wait, because He's getting me ready for something bigger. Children, please keep in mind that not every possibility comes from my hand. I understand your desire for a response that your spirit longs for and the change that you are looking for. Fast progress in your efforts. But allow me to ask a question. Are you sure that the entrance you want is the one I designed for you? Often, it's the enemy who opens up new paths. He shows you options that seem great, routes that seem easier, routes that seem to offer great benefits, and suggestions that dazzle your imaginative and prescient mind, but ultimately lead you off beam from my dreams. Not everything that seems right is actually right. Not everything that seems like a gift comes from my essence. And if you step through the wrong danger threshold, you might find yourself straying from the destiny I've planned for you. Take Jonah. He saw a ship ready to leave, and he thought it was an open door. However, that path led him off track from my plan. And what happened was a storm, a big creature, and an inevitable adventure. Turning your attention back to the destiny I already created. Look at your life. Are you trying to skip over hurdles that weren't meant for you? Have you been fooling yourself with easy answers? Have you been sucked into opportunities that seem beneficial but end up taking you away from my plans? Children, don't rush to any front. Wait for the right moment. When I unleash it, it will remain unsealed by any pressure. When I lead, no storm can steer you off course. When I command fate, it's smooth. Look forward to the right front. I know the time and the route ahead of time. Now be brave and write in the feedback. Lord, I don't need any door. I'm excited for the only person who comes out of you, baby. Who is able to prevent what I have already indicated will occur? Are you afraid of what other people will think? Do you think that everyone can change what I've already written about your life? You've been staring at the problems because you think they are too big. Let me stress these points again. Once I give the order, nothing can stop it. If I choose to open a door, no one will be able to close it. If I choose to raise someone, no amount of anger, jealousy, or resistance can ever stop them. No matter how attractive the arena is, I will keep my word the moment I say I will. The story turned into a parable with Moses. Pharaoh tried to stop the exodus of my people, but he couldn't. As I had promised, they left Egypt when I told them to. In the case of Esther, the enemy tried to kill all of my family, but I took care of her in the palace and made sure that my power would win. The same thing happened with Jesus. They tried to silence him and beat him, but on the 0.33 day, he rose again, because what has been decreed cannot be stopped. Now look at yourself in the mirror. How often have you thought about giving up? Because you thought someone had the power to stop your progress. But I promise you that nothing can stop you from going in the direction I've already mapped out for you. Barriers can also stand up, but I am empowered to take them down. There may be enemies, but I am the most powerful force that can help you win. There may be obstacles, but I'm the one who makes a way when there isn't one. Accept your bravery and let fear move you. Do I have to say it? It's going to skip. Candy, baby, please allow this support. Fly and share the video with up to 3 people who need a boost right now. Do something brave and share. Inside is the feedback. If God wants it, nothing can stop me from winning, my child. It's something you feel deep in your soul. The answer to your question is closer than you realize. But I have a question for you. Do you have the clear vision to see it? Often, the thing that gets in the way of the blessing is not time, trouble, or the enemy, but the lack of belief. To the outside world, you say you believe, but deep down, you're not sure. You beg for answers, but there is still a question in your mind, will it really happen? But I want to point out that you shouldn't think your vision is getting cloudy. You could be getting ready for a wonderful transformation and not even be aware of it. My people traveled through the desert for 40 years, knowing that great things were just around the corner. But because they had lost their religion, they never made it to the land that was meant for them. Now look at yourself in the mirror. Are you ready to understand what I'm already giving up? Or does your doubt stop you? Please don't waste any more time. Avoid waiting at the brink of despair. Call on your inner strength and plan the journey ahead of time. Please nurture your perception at this moment. When I give my phrase, it is precisely what I want it to be. If I say it, it will be skipped. If I mention that your answer is close, please prepare to implement it promptly. Take a moment to say what you believe and write in the feedback. Lord, I accept as true my solution techniques, and I stand ready to embody them. Kids, you've already come this far. Keep going with unwavering energy. I understand the giant struggle you've been through. I know how difficult things are for you every day. You sometimes want to quit because you're so tired and question the point of sticking with it. Your enemy knows you're about to win, so he'll do everything he can to stop you. He plants ideas in your head that make you want to give up. He uses other people to drain your motivation, and he leaves you feeling helpless, alone, and without power. But listen to what I say. You are getting ready for greatness. How many people gave up just before their moment of brilliance arrived? To acquire just one more piece. How many people have broken apart everything they held valuable because it wasn't clear? What percentage of people have given up on what they promised because they couldn't wait for the right time? But you, my little toddler, will not give up. The giant changes you want to make are already happening. Your answer has been revealed, and if you stay strong, you may face everything I've planned for you. The vow is for people who will bear until the end. I am here to give you strength in this moment. Take a deep breath in, lift your eyes, and move forward. It looks like you're more ready to win than ever. Now, find your inner strength and say in the comments, I can't give up. My victory is inevitable. I know what made you think this process would be easy. It's not that I promised the journey would be easy. I just promised to be by your side the whole time. Have you ever thought that the bravest champions are those who get back up every time they fall? Triumph, on the other hand, belongs to those who don't give up. Goliath lost to David because he was determined. Joseph became governor by being completely dedicated and not giving up at any point during the adventure. Task got back everything that was lost, plus a few things that were left over, because he stayed true to his religion, even though he was suffering. Now look at your reflection. How many times did the enemy try to stop you? How many times do you know how to be vulnerable? What was the most common thing that made you contemplate giving up? But I say that if you stay strong, you will win. The hard times you're going through now are just part of your epic story. They might be the only way to achieve to a perfect kingdom. If you quit now, you'll miss the great things I've planned for you. If you give up before going back on your promise, the full knowledge of the gift I gave you will always be hidden. However, if you persist and remain resolute, if your faith endures until the very end, you will witness the spread of good. You should not let tiredness, worry, or uncertainty stop you from growing. What I offer you is worth every bit of trouble, every tear of sadness, and every second of persistence. Now take a bold step and say in the comments, I can continue to be steady. My victory is certain. Kids, the time has come to let go of the past. I know everything you've been through. I understand the challenges you've faced, the sorrow that has become a part of you, and the moments when you felt hopeless. But I assure you that this is the end of this cycle. I want you to be a part of a whole new generation that is revitalized, thrives, and achieves more than you ever thought possible. But before you can fully enter this new chapter, you need to let go of things that no longer serve you. Holding on to the past makes it impossible to embrace new opportunities. If your eyes are always on the back of you, you can't grow. If you still have many things that you were supposed to give up at my feet, you won't be able to Enjoy the abundance I have planned for you." Abraham took the promise seriously by leaving behind what he knew. Joseph's healing from the wounds of betrayal proved beneficial when he became governor. Peter went against the odds and walked on water because he was brave enough to get out of the boat. Right now, I want to ask you something. Are you ready to leave your modern country and start the wonderful journey I have planned for you? For that reason, I'm ready to take you to heights you never thought possible. You see me making a new path right in front of your eyes. If you want to move on and stop reliving past pains, you have a desire now. You should take a chance and right there. Lord, I accept this new time in my life. Almighty Creator, I stand here in this holy moment fully aware that you are the most important being in the world. Only you possess the ability to create paths in the sand, fulfill your words, and consistently uphold your promises. I remind myself that my being here isn't just a random event. This prayer is a divine call to my life, a call to bring about and accept the blessings you have carefully planned for me. Beloved child, let this message of hope shine. It only takes a few hearts. Seeking a glimmer of hope, I am confident that the blessings have arrived. I believe that they flung open the doors, recorded my victory, and announced my growth. There is a non-secular realm where everything has been set up for me to claim what is mine. But, Father, I would rather not be someone who only sees the promise and doesn't really live it. I refuse to be with people who stay alone in the void. I can't be like those who give in to fear and miss the opportunity for something great due to their lack of belief in your possibilities. Because of this, I raise my voice to pray these days. I stand firm and say that I can't put off my promise any longer. I can't let worry or doubt happen. When the opinions of other people keep me from enjoying the benefits you've given me, I'm going crazy. Could you please help me identify anything that might be preventing me from receiving your benefits? Shape me the way you think is best for me. I'm not going to enter the new time without being ready. I want to be fully ready to accept and keep all that you have planned for me. Author, I believe that while you say, "Nothing can stand in my way," no force can shut the door that you have opened wide, and no enemy can stop the victory that has been decreed from above. I am separate from all lies that are trying to bring me down. I don't believe in any idea of failure. I choose to ignore every feeling of weakness and every whisper that tries to make me doubt myself. I am my belief. I stand firm. And even though I can't see the results yet, I proudly declare in faith that my choice is on its way. My victory is unfolding, and a new year has already begun. If you are calling me to ascend, I would gladly accept it. I'm not going to trick myself with false possibilities. I choose to read the next passage, because I remember that your plans are better than mine. I have chosen to follow your path, even though it seems longer and is harder. I want to express my gratitude, knowing that my prayers have been answered. The waiting turned into a time of building up. I believe that everything that has happened to me so far is part of your grand plan, and I bless every possibility with unwavering faith. O divine presence, slips away, grant me strength in my fingers. To obtain what's mine, I need to make my mind stronger against doubt. Every day, my heart is still set on what I want to do. Give me the courage to move forward, because I'm sure wonderful things are ahead. Perfect being, I keep praying, knowing that the present is the most important second of my life. I can feel the spiritual battle going on all around me. I can see how the enemy is trying to take my attention away, weaken my spirit, and cause me to doubt myself. But I can tell each solid plan of darkness that is meant to keep me from going in the right direction. I will keep your holy promise. I don't want to be around people who give up on achieving victory. I can't back out of the big life you've planned for me. So today I'm declaring my freedom. I get rid of all doubt, all worry, and all opposing ideas. My thoughts belong to God. My hopes and dreams belong to the divine, as does my heart. Help me if I observe myself looking away and then coming back to what I'm doing. If I stay stuck in the past, provide me the strength to let go of what needs to be forgotten, because I want to include the new. I want to move forward toward the future you have planned for me. I'm not going to let doubt take away my advantages. I can no longer stay still before the open door, waiting for the courage to walk through. I refuse to let the years pass without seizing the opportunities that have already come my way. I remember that problems came up to make my cleanup harder, but today I chose to do it anyway, no matter how hard it looked. I include showing consideration, even when things go wrong. I keep going with the idea, because I remember that you are not late at all. You are the architect of education. Every event has taught me something, and it has all been part of a journey to bring me closer to your divine reason. Now I'm looking for your guidance to find the right path. Keep me from getting distracted by easy paths, and keep me from going in the wrong direction. Use your strong hand to guide me, and make sure I stand exactly where you want me to. I'm not going to trust my judgment. Instead, I'm going to follow the path you chart out for me. I give up my energy and take comfort in your divine presence and unwavering faithfulness. I think that the answer to my problem is almost here, deep down. I feel the technique of something enormous, and I won't let anything stop me from receiving it. Break my heart if there are any remaining parts of me that require mending. You can reshape me, because I know that nothing can stop me as long as you say so. I understand that if you give permission, no one, nothing, or anything else can take it away. With unwavering conviction, I declare, me victory is already set in stone in the heavenly realm. My eyes haven't even begun to see it yet, but my heart has claimed it as its own. Even though my adventure isn't over yet, my faith keeps me going. Some people might not get this close. Yes, I'm sure everything has been carefully put together for the best moment. My idea fuels my commitment. I won't give up. I'll keep going because I know I'm not alone. I'm ready to stay strong until the very end. Almighty, I give you everything. Bring my life goals, intentions, and choices to reality, and don't let my wants control them. Instead, use your divine will to do so, because I believe that your guidance is supreme, your knowledge is infinite, and your designs are beautiful. In due time, my reward will appear. All of this is what I say, affirm, and claim. Thank you in the name of your Son, Jesus. Dearest, these holy times deeply connect our spirits. As an exercise, try to disconnect from things that are bothering you and welcome peace. Turn down the noise that's getting in the way of your sense of unity. It's important to keep up our non-secular bond through regular, heartfelt conversations. Ignoring these events can cut off the important link for your essence. Right now, it might be your duty to change your self-centeredness into genuine sincerity. Everything works out for the best when you do beneficial things with a positive intention. If you decide to improve, you will discover that the world around you responds positively and provides you benefits you didn't expect. Keep your resolve in the face of chaos, lies, and destruction with this power. As long as individuals continue to speak the truth, the darkness begins to fade. At those crucial times, the choices you make will have a giant effect on what comes next. What are you going to do when your destiny calls you? Dear loved one, I'm sending you these thoughts from a realm beyond time. I hope they help you feel my presence and trust that I will always love you. Through the changing of the seasons and the years, my boundless kindness and steady energy change. Be alert and find quiet times to let my message resonate in you forever. I have been your guardian, making sure you are safe through calm nights and rough days, long before the mountains rose and the seas were full of life. I saw you and will always remember the promise you made. Trials will come up to test your resolve, but you can find your anchor in me, a place of peace in the midst of life's storms. I made the stars and started the universe moving. You should think about how much help I can give you in getting better and pursuing your true destiny. What you want now is to avoid the weight of perfection. In my eyes, you were perfect from the start of your journey. My unwavering care holds you when you gaze into the infinite. I know the truths you speak in silence and the weight you carry by yourself. During challenging times, the arena may make you feel crossed, left out, and unappreciated, but my truth tells you that you are known, loved, and respected. Yes, you're never alone, even in the worst times, because I made you mine for life. If you truly seek me every day, taking time to feel my presence and sharing your deepest dreams, I can come closer and reveal information that is beyond your understanding. I now offer you my full attention. Will you become it? Let your heart locate its way to the sanctuary, where we can connect in peaceful stillness. Bring out your wounds, and I'll shine a light on your real self. Watch your deepest dreams come true, and see how the impossible becomes your new way of life. Loved, strong, and free from the doubt and false rumors that say how much you cost. Beyond what you can see, a bright existence waits for you. You are surrounded by my unwavering love, which is a deep truth that changes everything. My allies are with you on your adventure. Be afraid of the changes that are coming, but keep your spirit in my presence, knowing that I will lead you to a free and rewarding future that many people deserve, but few are brave enough to see. There are no words to describe how much I love you, but my essence resonates with yours in a deep and gentle way. Methodify me as your true self, accepting all of your flaws and gaps. I can connect with the deepest parts of your being through my empathy. I want you to use your deep wounds and hidden grief to find my body. In that holy place, I will turn your struggle into peace and your breaks into beauty. If you allow me to rejuvenate your spirit, I can transform your unfulfilled hopes and broken aspirations. No need to be afraid of the unknown paths that lie ahead. The changes you see in the world are proof of my unseen influence. I sent my messengers to fight the ghosts of your ancestors. The sorrows of past generations will fade away in the vibrant world I am creating just for you, beloved, paving the way for you to live out your true calling. There are times of pleasure that shine like morning dew on green grass. Reach out and pick up these treasures every day to make your odyssey better. Do it right now. And don't think about what's missing while you're facing challenges. My abundance is widespread and will often lift your spirit. I have entirely created this peaceful world with my hands. Here, you'll understand the boundless nature of my love in ways that go beyond words. As I remove feelings of shame and fill spaces with healing joy, the deepest parts of your soul will be filled with deep freedom. You will no longer shed tears as I gently hold you in my arms. I understand how the pain of betrayal has left you scared, making trust difficult to acquire. I can see every tear changing right into a lesson that will teach you something, but it will cost you. I'm right here to wash away your sorrows and wrap my love around you. I build deep connections between people who have the same creative and long-term views on this course. You're destined for profound relationships, my dear, but be careful to tell the difference between real bonds and short-lived encounters. Check to see if the people who want to enter your holy place are real. You can find wise advice in my books on how to walk the fine line between separation and unity. Every setback provides fresh opportunities to overcome the past. Trust that I have the power to make your future more beautiful. Take off the labels that hold you back from moving on from past mistakes or injuries. The true core of you goes beyond any sadness or regret. You were made by my hand to reflect my beauty through your unique spirit. Embrace the lovely energy I've given you and nurture it so your confidence grows and spreads. Unfortunately, loved one, this is the truth. You can't find true happiness by trying to rise. You should be brave and tell me about your deepest problems and complaints. You should also put your dreams and deepest wishes in my hands. My creative and prescient insight into your future goes beyond what you can understand, as you promise to grow our relationship every day and give up your limited goals in favor of my unlimited creativity. As a group, we will create paths of proper power where stunning beauty comes from past difficulties. Do not be afraid of me. I am in every shade around you. Do not worry, beloved and bright one. No one can break the bond we share or stop the wonderful journey I've planned for you since the beginning of time. You are CL in my life now and forever. Listen for my words that will lead you, and see how I turn your trials into something beautiful. Every moment we share makes way for your perfect future. We weave our link together in perfect unity. Your tired spirit will no longer feel a void, while other people are happy. I promise to give you everything you want and more, dear one. Let today be the start of a new journey, my dear one. I want to tell you of my love that will never change, even when terrible things happen. I am your safe place in the middle of the chaos when you are feeling alone and worried. Even though the people you care about are ignoring you, know that I will always be here for you. You are not changed by what other people say or do, not even those closest to you. The brush off doesn't make you less valuable in my eyes. My love goes beyond passing ideas of success or failure. I see your struggles and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Your worth goes beyond the world's changing opinions. Free yourself from the limits that other people have put on you, like their criticism and worries. You can ignore these things until you let them get to you. The road ahead is full of happiness, purpose, and plenty. Don't you recall that I told you that goodness and kindness would come to you, like the endless sky? More specifically, my love for you is so strong that no one can break the link we share. I will always be here for you, even when you feel weak and tired. Come rest your head on my shoulder. For a moment, let go of your anger toward people who don't understand or agree with you. Let go of your hatred, because it will only bring you down. I hold you close throughout your whole trip, and may be able to forgive all of your mistakes and wrongs. Let's take a moment to relax together, away from all the noise and other things that could be bothering us. Let your feelings flow easily, and open your heart to me. Don't hold anything back. While I already know what you're thinking, telling me about it puts stress on your heart and mind. Pricey one, please move along. I need to focus. You and your area will feel better when you trust me with your problems instead of handling them on your own. Let's think about the trip ahead of time. I have amazing ideas about your life and what you enjoy. If you walk with me in unshakable faith, the best times are yet to come. Will you include my words over the sad whispers that have been around you? Which person has shown more dedication and insight? At this point, the critics with narrow minds are your permanent writers. I know it takes courage to ignore the noise of the crowds and go after your wonderful path. So rise from the ashes of loss and doubt, cast aside the shadows of the beyond, and bravely step into the fate I have planned for you, where unimaginable joy awaits the wait. The thing that is weighing you down is just a mist that will soon disappear in my light. Liberation is just one brave step away from the depths right now. Who else can turn your pain into a reason to believe in my ability to heal all wounds and sadness? Are you listening to my words of healing love that are mostly for other people? Be careful what you let into your heart. What you tell yourself will become true. Make sure that the words you listen to are mine. Immerse yourself in the living waters I'm offering you. Let them heal the parts of your soul that have become painful from the arena's harsh conditions. Open your heart to accept the best success that I can give you. No one or anything on earth can satisfy the deep longing within you. Come find the real safe place in your heart that is in me, like your family in Christ. Break through into the light of Jesus' love that will never end. Choose to join and get together with people who value His words and presence. We will grow our church together and let everyone see His light. Yes, my sweet child. Take a moment to think before you go on. Before you jump into another project, I want you to hear this. I have something for you. I want to share with you something that no one else has shared with you, and something that you may have overlooked yourself. You've dedicated a significant amount of time to contemplating the opinions of others. Maybe you've even thought about what I think of you. Have you ever taken the time to invite God? When you look at me, what do you really see? Let me answer that now. I want to shut down every doubt and lie that has made you question your worth. What I see in you is so much more beautiful, deeper, and greater than you could have ever thought. Please listen carefully and don't skip this moment. These words are for you, dear soul, and I don't want you to forget them. Allow the Lord to forgive you. Type sure, and I want to express my gratitude to Him below this release. I want you to know that you have never been a mistake. Feel it in your heart. Before anyone in the arena even knew your name, I knew you before you even breathed your first breath. I made you with love so strong that even the angels were amazed by my design. Being here with the help of danger doesn't give you a chance to float through life without a purpose. You were made with purpose and intention. We put your smile, your skills, and even the problems you face together with purpose and intention. No one else is like you. There have been billions of people who have lived on earth, but there has never been, or will ever be, another you. You are a work of art that I made with my hands and my love, and you are meant for something bigger than you can see. It might surprise you that I can see through the mask and virtually see you. My child, you carry the pain and hide the fears that whisper in your heart. I see everything. I think the times you experience are not enough. The times you see yourself as a copy and don't understand your own. I like you even when your past comes back to haunt you and makes you feel like you don't deserve love. When you're strong and when you're weak, I really like you. I like both the good things and the bad things about you. I love you for who you are and who you've become. I can like you even if you're not the best. Before coming to me, you don't have to heal yourself. You can come as you are, and I'll show you who you were always meant to be. I understand that there are moments when you feel vulnerable, When life overwhelms you, when the challenges you face seem overwhelming, and when you feel like giving up, listen to me today. You're stronger than you think, not because of what you can do on your own, but because I've put my energy inside you. You can count on me to carry you when you feel like you can't go on. You feel like you're falling apart, but I'm the only one who can hold you all together. You are the only one who comforts you during times of loss. Don't worry. You're not weak or broken. I see you as a fighter beyond repair, and I've already given you everything you need to take on what's ahead. My dear child, thank you for reading this message. If it touched your heart, please click like. I know you've done things wrong. I know there are things in your past that you wish you could change, but pay close attention. Your mistakes do not now define you. I don't look at you and see failure. I don't look at you and find shame. I look at you and see hope. I see a chance. I see a future full of hope. The venue may also remind you of the mistakes you've made, but I remind you of your goal. Other people might also describe you by your past, but I describe you by my love. Don't show the shame that I've already brought up. Keep not believing the lies that tell you you're too far gone. You are never too far from my grace, and nothing you have done can separate you from my love, my darling. I'm proud of you, not just tolerate it. I love it when you turn your heart to me, pray, or take a leap of faith. I enjoy your wins and hold you close when you're having a tough time. I love you for who you are, not what you do. I want you to know how good it feels to know that I value you. I'm thrilled to sing over you. It makes me pleased to see you grow, learn, and love. My joy for you is constant, it never fades. My eyes see your true worth, even when you feel like you're not worthy enough. Even if you perceive yourself as being overlooked, please understand that I recognize you and am genuinely pleased for your success. What's coming up has made you worry, I know. People have asked you, will things ever get better? Will I ever find peace? Do I have a reason? I can tell you for sure, your future is in my hands, and it's full of miles of hope. You might not believe the plans I have for you, because they are a long way off. Your road is not empty. I'm leading you even though you can't see it. Your unfulfilled projects, unmet prayers, and delays don't aim to harm you. Rather, they serve to prepare you. You're getting ready for something much bigger. Please consider me to be your baby, because I am handling everything together for you. You are loved, important, and made for a reason. Your battles are stronger than them. You are not your past, and you are not alone. I hope you feel the same way I do about you, my baby. Sacred Heart, let the Holy Spirit shine through you. Your incredible gratitude inspires our mission to share God's enduring truth. I love you so much, child. Go out and get the infinite gifts of God. Otherwise, you should know this, you're mine. There is nothing that can split us. It's impossible for anyone, anywhere on earth or in heaven, to take you away from me. You belong to me, and I will not let you go. You are not like everyone else in the crowd. You are the most important person to me. I told them about you on the call. Your name is inscribed on the tips of my fingers. A sign from me is on your heart. Remember that you are mine forever, and I will always love you, my baby. You can read those words as many times as you need to. Let them give you peace, pleasure, and security. You are mine, you are picked, and I love you. Don't ever question what I think about you. I think you're amazing, loved, and valuable. This offer comes from the bottom of my heart for you. Take it, think about it, and stay in the freedom of knowing who you really are in my eyes. Yes. Could you please pause what you're doing at the moment, everyone? This matter needs your immediate attention. You are almost done getting everything I have carefully put together for you. But if you hesitate, you might miss out on a chance. These days, doors that are left open should be shut right away. I get what you're really about. I understand how difficult things have been for you. I know your hopes, your feelings, and the times you looked up and asked, "When will my reaction arrive?" Today, I promise you that your reaction is closer than you think. But there's something important you should remember before the moment slips away. You might miss out on a wonderful gift without even realizing it. Even if you're standing in front of the right door, it might not open for you. You might hold on for your vow, but it might slip away from you. Pay close attention, because this video is your last chance to win. I dare you to stay by my side until the end, because in the meantime, I'm going to reveal something that will definitely change your life. A divine gift that can improve your life forever. So tell me, would you pass up this opportunity? Or would you seize what is rightfully yours if you possess a clear perception? If you agree, the first story can unfold, and you can join me to see something amazing today. Please take a moment or two. Your answer might come to you during that time. Put it in the comments. I am certain of something, my lord. The kids quit all games right away. Would you agree that your visit here was merely coincidental? Do you think that this video told you what to do by taking a chance? You can reach out to me right now, because I am the perfect being. How many times have you felt deep down that you should get closer to me, but put it off until later? How often have I reached out to you in the middle of the night, when it was so quiet, when it was difficult to be creative, and ahead of time, when I spoke to you, while you pretended not to know what I was saying? I look at your ways of life. I own the whole main idea of your story. I know about your struggles, your worries, and the things you keep from other people. As you can see, the time you've been waiting for has finally come. I'm standing in front of you to tell you that the time has come, sweetheart. Our network is ready for your bright ideas. Sign up to stay in touch and get more personal, positive texts. Now that you've felt a void that no human possession can fill, you need to listen to my call. Do you understand the reason behind it? Because I am the only one who has the power to fill that space in your heart. You need to be interested in what I have to offer, because it is crucial. Allow your heart to stay soft and keep your ears open. Time passes smoothly, and opportunities continue to present themselves. But if you don't do anything, the doors may also close quickly. Could you let me know how often you've postponed making a decision? How many times have you put off doing what I asked you to do lately? It's so effortless to realize that you can't delay it. I'm calling out to you, and this very moment could be the pivotal moment that transforms everything. You have to decide what you want. Will you keep living your modern life and idly hope for trade? Or will you listen to what I say and see the many gifts that are inside your hold close? You make the choice, but pay attention to what I say. People who listen to me and follow my way will never be sorry. Write in the feedback. Young people, I'm hearing your name, Lord. You think I'm waiting to do something in your lives, but I already did. I have already given you what you asked for in your prayers. I have already made the gifts you love so much. Your victory has already been written down by my hand. Everything is set in motion. All you have to do is say what's yours. Do you understand what this means? I can't just give it to you. You need to do something to understand it. You've been waiting for things to happen, but my order has always been clear. An idea without action is useless. There are times when you beg, cry, and try to find, but when the time comes, you mess up. It sounds like you're looking for a strong sign, a promise, or a guarantee. But let me ask you this, do you believe in me anymore? I did not force my people to go to the promised land. When I gave them the right to go there, they had to go there and rule it. When I asked Peter to cross the water, he stayed on the ground because he had to make the first move. You can either stay still and wait for my hug, or you can push up and claim what is rightfully yours. Stop looking at the problems. Stop living in the capacity pit. Even though the door is open, you need to cross it to get to the top. Your faith is important this time. Now is the time to obtain what you wanted. It's up to you to take it. Pay attention, because if you don't move, someone else may take your luck away. If you decide to do something, the threat may also pass through. These are your fingers. Without a question, are you ready to take on this assignment? Do not delay in utilizing what I have provided. No one can confiscate it from you at this moment. If you don't acquire it, you'll always be facing an open door, standing on the edge and never crossing. Now do a divine act of faith and say, I'm capturing my blessing right now. In the comments, kids, pay close attention to what I say, because this count number is crucial. Have you ever noticed that some chances go away and never come back? Have you ever pondered over something briefly and experienced a twinge of regret for letting it slip away? Even though I've given you many chances, how much longer are you going to hesitate? I'm great at taking advantage of chances and enjoy the present. At times, I extend an invitation, but if you decline, that opportunity could vanish forever. This situation was similar with Noah. Even though I asked him to build the ark, and he did, the door became locked when the deluge began, so no one else could get in. It wasn't that I didn't want to keep others. It was more like the time to act had already passed. I have a question for you. How many chances have I given you, men? You fell down. How many times have I given you chances while you waited for the right time to attempt to understand ordered, unyielding truth? Allow me to share this knowledge with you. Warranty comes after trust, never before it. If you keep trying to be perfect before taking any action, you might find that you are forever waiting for the right moment. If you continue to postpone opportunities, they may pass you by, and you could miss out on what I have planned for you. Are you pretty sure that a warranty is what you want? Do you want to contemplate the things you didn't do and feel negative about them? Do you want to spend your days looking at other people? Grab the life that could be yours. Say no to your doubts, your fears, and your hesitations. The door is still there, but I never said it would stay that way forever. How are you going to record this moment? Will you let this chance slip away again? Or will you seize the moment before it's gone for good? WR. In the comments section, I will embrace the opportunity that God has graciously given me. Valuable. People who believe can come and experience the deep joy of walking in Christ's shining presence. Press, be part of, to join a friendly group where His lessons bring us together in love. We will strengthen our faith together and cheer each other on. Kids, the jar is quickly being emptied. Do you feel it in the depths of your soul? Did you know that something is changing in your world? I also want to know how long you plan to stay. How often have you said, I can do something tomorrow, then quickly changed your mind and said, I will start when the time is right. But what if that moment never comes, and that is your last chance to understand the gift I planned for you? I'm not showing you this to scare you, but to make you think. The time to be patient is over. Now is the time to make a decision. This is the moment to trust me and embrace the change you've been avoiding. Have you ever considered how all important things become certain at a specific moment? Meals have a clear expiry date that is marked with a specific time range. Little one in mom's belly arrive at the right time to enter the world and receive your gift. It waits for the right moment to be noticed. But if you remain inactive, what is intended for you may slip away. Someone has set the course very precisely, and I've conquered the most difficult obstacle. I've broken down barriers. You may need to take one more step, but the answer is right in front of you. Take it as your own. Don't be fooled any longer. The time to hesitate is getting close. Another option is to wait for the right time. But now is that time. Rise today, because tomorrow might not hold the same danger for you. If you don't take a risk now, you might remain in your current situation indefinitely. You can either sit still and let things happen or get up and take what's yours. You will only have one more chance to step over the edge. Hold on to the moment. Leave a message saying it's here. Young people, I claim what's mine. How often have you remained still? Because you were afraid of what other people would think. Afraid of failing. Afraid of making an effort and not achieving greatness. Afraid of pain. Afraid of embracing hope, best to face disappointment. Or afraid of crossing your threshold. But I raised you to be strong, so please let this fear in. I got you ready to improve, fit in, and win. I have given you the power to win. What is causing you to let fear hold you back? The enemy is trying to scare you because he knows you're unstoppable if you're strong. He knows that as you rise, things that are in your way will break. In addition to your faith in me, he knows that you will win. He coordinates every movement so that you can be flexible. He plants doubts. Inside your mind, it makes you feel inadequate, making you think you are unworthy and deficient. But that whole idea could be a lie. I no longer give you a spirit of fear. Instead, I give you one that is full of energy, kindness, and peace. There is less fear in your spirit as you walk with me. Imagine all the wonderful things you could have that you didn't because you were afraid. Think about the chances you missed and the doors that shut because you weren't ready to seize the moment. But I promise you today that your victory lies beyond your fears. What a wonderful adventure I have planned for you! If you let fear run your life, you will miss it. The potential of what could have been would always be exciting if they hadn't been brave enough to start that first trip. Kids should stop giving in to worry. It doesn't have to run your life. I'm holding on to the keys right now, and I promise you to keep going strong. What's wrong with questioning my promise if I stand with your help? What's stopping you now? The door is still open, though, because the divine wish has already been given. Please overcome your fear and claim what is rightfully yours now. I want you to discover your inner strength and write in the comments, I will not be afraid. My victory is already secured. Kids, how many times have I given you something simple, only to watch it go wrong, or let your anxiety overwhelm you? The arena has been blessed with your gift, and your wish has been granted. But whenever there is doubt, you pull back. It makes you wonder, is this destiny meant to be for me? Will it come to pass? As the divine honestly told me, in this country of uncertainty, you come out immobile, overthinking, and wavering all the time. At the same time, the enemy takes what is truly yours while you wait. There is more and more doubt, but something unknown comes down with planned ease, hiding in the shadows of uncertainty as a cause. Before you know it, it has easily taken away the confidence I once held in my heart. That's what happened with Peter. I asked him to walk on the water. and at first he did so with complete confidence. However, when he looked at the tempest, his confidence began to waver, leading to his downfall. He went down. How often have you played this game and started a trip full of confidence and belief, only to have doubt hit and bring you down? These days, I want to get close to something. When I give you a gift, it becomes yours to claim. However, if you question it, you risk giving your luck to those who oppose you. I seek an individual who can remain steadfast in the face of doubt, trusting that my words will come to pass. Thereafter, it will happen. Please set aside your questions and refrain from trying to understand everything. Thought doesn't need any proof. It thrives on self-confidence alone. There may not be any requirements for understanding the method. There's no need to know the exact time. You should just accept my divine nature and not doubt it. Pick a side today. Will you keep questioning and lose what you have? Or will you trust me until the end? Leave your strong belief and bold claim in the comments. I release my doubts and declare my destiny. My dear soul, keep the good vibes going. Give this video to someone who needs a boost. Children, have you ever thought about how close you are to the promise, but still act like it's so far away? You're looking for it, you beg, you cry, and you shout, but when I offer guidance, you run away. You stand there, waiting for me to give you direction, while you linger in anticipation of a deeper signal. But hear this. Your fortune is already laid out in front of you, but if you stay still, it can slip away and continue onward. My people saw the truth in the vast, empty land that stood before them. A promised land. But they were so stuck in their doubt and fear that they wandered for 40 years without ever going inside. Do you get it? The promise is only a few steps away, but if you stay far away from me, religion and obedience, it will always elude you. Are you getting closer to the promise, or are you drifting further away? Have you ever embraced the bravery I hold out for you? Or have you ever chosen to make your own destiny? Let me stress that being close to the promise is not enough. You must position yourself perfectly to include it. There's no reason to wait for a miracle, while continuing to do things the same way. You can't try to achieve greatness while living a mediocre life. To embody everything that is waiting for you, you should align yourself in this way. The now is ready for your body, it stands poised. As time goes on and the chance fades, if you want to keep the promise and experience everything I have in store for you, say in the comments, Lord, I align with your will and claim my promised children. Why are you still asking? Do you agree that I am a person who could lie? Do you think I am a God who can change his mind? I am different from people who make promises today and let them go by tomorrow. If I keep my word, it will happen. I can sense your unease and restlessness as you ponder the question, will it come true? Will people still remember me? Today, I want to assure you that I remember every word you have said. Even though the present may also look still, my power is already at work in the background. It looks like forever, but I'm in charge of everything, and it's happening at the right time. You may agree that I've changed my mind, but I am a force that can't be stopped. Abraham had to wait an endless number of years for the son I promised to give him a long time ago, but the promise came true at the right time. Despite being betrayed, being made into an animal sacrifice, being locked up, and being made to feel awful about himself, the promise I made to Joseph came true. David was chosen to be legendary, and even though he lied about it for years, he finally took the crown I had set aside for him. Do you understand how important this is? Waiting time won't lessen the protection. Silence doesn't indicate forgetting. The tough times that are coming don't mean that Wayne is my solution for you. The enemy is trying to convince you that nothing will change, that I won't listen, and that you don't deserve it. But he is the master of lies, and today I rise before you to say, remain steadfast. Disregard the surroundings. Focus on my presence, and do not let the passing of time trick you, for I control its very essence. There is nothing that can stop my word from coming true in your life. There is nothing that can stop what I have already said. Stand firm without any doubt or fear, and stop the doubts that are still in your mind. If I make a promise, I can keep it. See you now. Take a brave step and say in the comments, I believe that the promises in my life will come to pass. Kids, the portal is waiting for you. Are you ready to step inside? You've asked, begged, and pleaded for me to show you a way. But let me ask you, are you ready to step through the edge when it seems? Often you are looking for something you aren't ready to carry. You are looking for divine favor, but lack the energy to keep it. You're looking for chances, but don't have the drive to take them. And I promise you that finding the right door doesn't help if you don't have the courage to walk through it. How many people have been given something amazing, only to see it slip away because they weren't ready? How many souls have crossed the edge of transformation, but lacked the wisdom to stay inside? I wish I could avoid this fate. Before I open the door, I will prepare you for what's beyond it. Before I make you outstanding, I refine your essence. Before I give you something amazing, I support your idea. But there are times when this method escapes your understanding. You think I'm slow and ignoring your words, but the truth is far from exceptional. I'm shaping you for now, until the right time comes, making sure you're ready to step through and stay strong. Now look inside. If this portal swings widely today, are you definitely ready? Or are there still things that need fine-tuning? Are there still challenges that need to be mastered? There are things I've told you to let go of, but you still hold on to them. As a divine force that opens doors to possibilities, I also care for the souls of people who want to follow the path I have outlined for them. Start making plans right away. Create your own direction and pursue success. Don't pursue what's already been set. Prepare yourself, and when the time comes, you may not only see the door swing open wide, but you may also have the strength and awareness to step through it with confidence. If you are determined to prepare for what I am already putting in for you, please let me know in the comments. Furthermore, please skip this video and share it with someone who needs a little boost. Kids, have you ever thought about why your luck hasn't shown up yet? You've searched, wept, and persevered, only to witness others receiving opportunities. It makes you wonder why this hasn't happened to you yet. Today I want you to look deep within, because I'm not the one holding back your luck. There may be something blocking your reception. Are you ready for this? Response. Often the greatest obstacle to your happiness is inside you, not outside forces. The new here calls you, but you're stuck in the old. You want to embody the new, but you know what I told you to let go of. You want my favor, but you hold on to feelings that go against my intentions. Your divine choice is limited because you need to forgive. Your present hasn't come forth because you need to accept it. I am a wonderful being of order. I am a perfect being who withholds promises from people who aren't ready to receive them at the right time. Let go of any lingering grudges and embrace the freedom you've been nurturing. Thoughts of failure will change your attitude. If you have strayed from the right path, come back to me. When your heart aligns with mine, nothing can stop the destiny I have already set for you. Don't cast shadows at the factors or the situation. I am watching over anything that is stopping you from being outstanding right now. If you want to break through this obstacle and become all that I offer, take a big step right now and say to yourself, I release all that hinders my blessings from coming forth. Kids, stop looking out into the arena beyond. Everything you seek is already inside you. You are prepared to embark on your next step today. But it's crucial to keep in mind that the ability to attain your triumph is just around the corner. You have asked, pleaded, known, and called out, and often you wonder, why hasn't it happened yet? What further moves do I need to adopt, my sovereign? Right now, I'm telling you, quit. Look away from what's going on around you and toward what I've already given you. Moses stood in front of the great sea with an army behind him. Do you know what he did? He started to wail, but I told him, why are you calling out to me? Use what you have. He held the staff, and when he chose to use it, the water split. Are you wanting this so badly? Everything you're looking for is already inside you. The faith that was in the message has already been set free. Despite the presence of danger, the door remains closed, and the important object remains in its original position. What number of times have I given you ideas, techniques, gifts, and skills that you haven't used? How many times have I suggested new ways, but you were still unsure? Boys and girls, now is the time to break through and stop looking for more approval. It's time to step up and take charge. Your victory is close, but it's not limited. It lies right ahead of you. The last step is to choose who will use the key. In the response, stand firm in your belief and say, the key is already in my hands, and I can use it. Kids, the moment of anticipation is almost over. It echoes deep within your soul. You are surrounded by information that will change your life. Everything is aligning flawlessly, and opportunities are beginning to present themselves. But I have a question for you. Are you ready to do so? Usually, the problem isn't how long people have to wait, but rather that they aren't doing anything. When the time comes, you've looked for it, begged for it, and called it out, and now I've heard. The strategies employed in the revelation are noteworthy. People are finding out about the promise, but do you have the energy? If you want to know for sure what is yours, the door doesn't mean anything until you choose to walk through it. The coming of a gift doesn't cost anything if you don't record it yourself. It doesn't make sense for me to reveal the victory while you just stand there and wait. Even though you don't feel ready yet, you've already arrived. So far, everything you've seen or heard has been instruction. Each battle, each tear of sadness, and each time you struggled has made you stronger for now. Stand your ground now. Stop letting fear control your life right now. Stop pausing and confidently walk the way ahead of you. The age of expectation is coming to an end, and now is the time to take firm action. What are you going to do? Will you remain where you are and allow the threat to escape, or will you rise and take charge of your future? Your hands are free to choose, but I tell you, religious people should act. Location is what they consider and move forward with. For those who put up, there are rewards when the time to act comes around. I could follow the specific suggestions mentioned in the comments I received. My Shine famous person Skip on the Spark of Wish will allow me to share the video with up to 3 friends who need a mood boost. My loved ones, there is an opening in front of you that I have unlocked. It is a carefully planned risk that I have prepared for this journey. Though that doesn't change over time, the enemy keeps trying to trick you. He wants you to believe that this door is just a creation of your imagination. He wants you to think that no one can be beaten. that happiness is impossible, that you are not worthy, and that you lack the ability. But take note, if I allow you passage, I will not use any pressure to keep it. Do you understand how important this opportunity is? The enemy may try to stop you from moving forward, put up obstacles, or find ways to discourage you, but he can't stop what has already begun. There is nothing that can stop what I choose to give you, because I am the perfect force and the master of chances. Even though Joseph faced deception and trouble, was formed into a good life, was sold into slavery, and was wrongly jailed, no one could shut the door I had opened for him. And at the right time, he walked out of jail and into the grand palace. Daniel turned and forged into the realm of fierce beasts. His enemy tried to choke him to end his story, but I had already set up a path for him, so the beasts' mouths could not reach him. Be aware that trouble may come, but it can't change my plan for you. Give up looking at the problems as if they take away from my confidence. Give up just accepting the lies. Include my truth instead of the enemy's lies, because what I plan for you is already happening, and I want you to express this with complete confidence. Kids, no enemy can close the door that I've opened for you. Lee said, for what reason do you keep waiting until the very end to believe? How many times have I given you my signs? How many times have I put my lips to yours? There were times when I told you about my deeds, but you keep waiting for proof before you can truly believe. But allow me to share this knowledge. Opinion that depends on seeing is not real experience, it's doubt. Many individuals delay accepting the truth until everything is firmly established. They find their faith to be most effective after dinner. They effortlessly assume control when everything is within their control. These days, however, I am interested in knowing if you have the courage to think without concrete evidence. With Rico Thomas, he needed to feel my hands to get close to my life. But those who have never seen it and still hold on to their faith are lucky. Are you protecting yourself so that the money shows up in your account before you realize I was your source? Do you want to think I'm your doctor before you accept the treatment that will happen during the exam? Are you counting on every door to swing wide open to confirm that I am your father? Kids, don't wait until the last minute to practice your religion. I encourage you to begin practicing now, and you'll notice a significant change happening swiftly. Hold on tight to your idea, and the promise will come true. You are already getting what you want. It is already happening. But if you choose to doubt right now, you could lose what was meant for you. It is within your reach, so stop putting it off. Today, embrace my guidance and embrace the opportunity. Within the notes, please write, I will not delay my faith. I see my faith in you now, my dear children. The battle you're facing doesn't aim to demoralize you, but rather to equip you. I understand the goal. I understand how sad you are. I sense your heart's desire to read. But you must accept this truth. Every job has a second purpose. You will always be remembered, even though time has passed. You're not being fired. You're there for a process or hearing. Do you know why this is happening? For every giant victory, there is a time of hardship. Listen to the story of Joseph. He thought he would be great and have a great future. But before he could even get to the palace, he faced betrayal and became someone who was traded away, shamed, and held back. Each of these trials was just the start. They all added up to a big ensemble. David was chosen to be king, but before he could take the throne, he had to deal with lions, giant bears, and constant problems. The empty path was even used to test the divine before he went on his holy journey. Now look at your life. You are going through a difficult time, but that should not bring you down. Instead, it should make you stronger. You would not be able to understand it all if I gave it to you right now without first giving you the right advice. If I lifted you to amazing heights without making your base stronger, even the smallest bump would send you falling. Keep going strong. This war will end, and this pain will end. When you look back, you'll see that every second was a guide that brought you closer to a better life. It indicates that you will soon be recognized, despite your difficulties. Now, please take a moment to explain your belief in the comments. I am being tested to see if I can do this, and I won't give up, my dear kids. How often have you found yourself almost ready to bless someone, but having to hold back because you weren't sure? I have already told you what I promised to do. I've already set the path. I've already made paths possible. I showed you the way, but now it's time to add trust. Uncertainty is roaring louder, and do you know what happens when you don't believe? You, my children, chose to discard something that should have been yours. If those words made you feel better, show your love with a like. Look, my friends, they were standing in a giant void, but inside it was a promised world where a divine gift was waiting for them. They were just too skeptical to cross the edge, though. They spoke in whispers, asked questions, and shook. So they wandered for 40 years without taking what had already been given to them. Now I want to ask you a question. How many years have gone by because you have no idea? The number of chances you missed because you were too afraid to act is staggering. How many chances have you missed because you don't believe in God? How many promises have been waiting for you, but your shaky faith has kept you from accepting them? My beloved children, I want you to have all the treasures I've carefully made for you in the future. If I promised something, it would happen with more reason, and I wouldn't look back. If I instruct you to believe, don't hesitate to do so. Religion is more than just feelings. Wanting to have faith is what I want you to do today. I want you to make the decision to believe and cling firmly to the blessings I have in store for you. Doubt should not take away your skills. Worry should not stop you from being great. And do not miss the present, because your trust is changing. Now say a prayer with all the strength in your spirit. Write in the comments, I will not lose my blessing. I choose to think about my loved ones. Your life isn't just a matter of luck. You are a masterpiece. You were meant to be from the beginning of your life. I've come up with a fantastic plan just for you. I have already written the story you wish to tell. I have already planned out your future. I have already said what I want to happen in your life, and nothing or no one can stop me. No force can hold you back again. Some people may also doubt your abilities, and enemies may also try to stop you. But let me tell you, if I choose you, nothing can stop you. Joseph had to deal with deception from his brothers and being put in a nice but unfair jail. But nothing in the world could stop the future I had planned for him. David faced rejection from his family and friends, lack of attention from men, and constant abuse on his path to becoming king. But God promised that once I choose a person, the promise would be kept. And now look at your image. How often have they tried to get in the way of your spirit? How often have they doubted your abilities? How often has your foe tried to dissuade you, halt your progress, and make you think success is impossible? However, I need you to understand this truth right now. If I stand by your side, who could possibly be against you? Even though pressure can keep you hunched over, they may try to shut doors, but I open even bigger ones. They might try to bring you down, but I will lift you up even higher. Their goal is to silence you. But I believe you have the right to speak out. You are wonderful. I have chosen you as my hero, and nothing can stop you once I make up my mind. Now, if you really want to include this, do something brave. Children, express your destiny for greatness in the comments section. How many things have you missed because you don't believe in God? Regardless of your efforts to convince yourself, uncertainty always prevails. It's about how you feel. Would you like a surprise? And do you feel confident in trusting it? Do you still fear being unhappy? Allow me to share this. The enemy is the biggest thing standing in the way of a miracle. Not the project itself, not the issue itself, but the worry in my personal space caused by people who saw my trip. I truly wanted to achieve excellence, but their lack of faith was hindering my progress. Are you so greedy that the lack of vision gets in the way of the beautiful? Although Peter walked across the water with a clear head, he soon realized that he was going deeper and deeper into it. The woman who was having trouble with blood became better because of her unshakable faith. She controlled the situation without saying a word. It was clear she had to. Put her hands on me. A blind man prayed for healing, and the light appeared because of his strong faith. Look at your pain now. What do you need from me? What did you want to find? Is your divine help coming up soon? I have a question for you. Do you just have confidence? You stand in the way of your discovery as long as you have doubt. Letting doubt come in is the same as giving your wealth to your enemy. Little ones, I'm in touch with the great, but my wonders only show up when I'm aware of them. Accept your idea. Grab your gift and don't let go. Say what you believe and how much you believe it in the comments below. Kids, I believe that my gift is on its way. Without a doubt. Do you believe that your appearance here is just a coincidence? You possess the capacity to be anywhere you desire at this moment. You have an abundance of options. But I'm calling you here for a reason that needs your full attention. People have looked for solutions, a sign, or someone to point them in the right direction. This movie is now the response to your search. It's clear that there are times when being alone is difficult for you. Do you wonder if I really understand everything you're going through? You want to understand why some things are still not happening. And I promise that my commitment to you has never changed. I've always been coming from your side. This video found you for a reason. Your presence is an important part of my big plan. I want you to really take these words in. I want to say that I'm still in charge, that your life has a purpose, and that my efforts will always align with your good goals. Each of your joys is essential to me, and I didn't miss a single tear. Nothing surprised me. As I shape, guide, and prepare you, I ask, do you really think I was the only one who got you here? If you have faith, you can understand what this word I'm giving you means. I'm renewing your view. I'm calling you to a new age right now. Allow yourself a moment of faith and clarity in the feedback. I have been given this message and will pass it on to you. My dear kids, how many times have I given you straightforward direction and you failed? You asked for the truth, and I gave it to you. You were looking for direction, and I showed you the way. But when it was time to choose, fear and doubt made it hard, so you went your own way. However, allow me to inquire, do you genuinely believe you possess greater knowledge of the path than I do? I see what is still hidden from your view. I know the way ahead of time, even before you get here. If I offer to lead, it's because I can see the destination clearly ahead of time. Peter became wealthy by following my advice and delving deep into the internet in ways he couldn't understand. Wearer answered the call and left where he came from. He didn't know where he was going, but he came out as the founder of a strong country, just as the Israelites followed the order and turned around Jericho. The walls fell down before them. Do you understand this? Submission opens doors that human effort alone shouldn't be able to reach. But when you refuse to submit, doubt starts to creep in. When you opt for your own path, you prevent my words from manifesting in your life. I'm no longer trying to force you to do things. I want to order your obedience. Great idea. What I want is for you to have the knowledge to help you reach your full potential. My mind is already picturing where we're going, and with your support and agreement, the wonderful will unfold right in front of you now. Choose well. Will you keep arguing against what I've already told you, or will you follow my advice and include something interesting? If you decide to follow through, take a leap of faith and write in the comments, I choose to follow your guidance. Toddler, I heard your prayers and saw your tears when you thought no one was watching. I saw it all. I took it all in. And now I say that every second holds reason. I know that you have often wondered, is there a better strength listening to my thoughts? Do I think my prayers are reaching the divine? The answer is yes. I've been listening since the first time you reached out, and the first whisper from your soul. I've started my painting, but my dear children, you should pay close attention to a profound fact about the time I live in. I perform beyond the realm of mortals. I pass with cause, carrying out each step with perfect accuracy. Sometimes it may seem like nothing is happening, but the universe is already setting itself up to help you. I understand how impatient you are for the answer, but what I'm making is far beyond your wildest expectations. Joseph looked for freedom, thinking he was abandoned in captivity, but I was planting a seed of strength for him. For years, I cried because I wanted a son, but I didn't just want any kid. I wanted a prophet who would light up the world. Ill Lazarus met his fate, and many people thought it was the end. But I knew a huge surprise was coming. I believe that the year of your perseverance is nearing its conclusion. The answer is simple. The door swings wide, revealing what lies beyond. The promise is about to be realized. Persevere with unwavering strength now. Stay strong, because something wonderful is on the horizon for you now. Call on your faith and write in the comments, I believe that God has answered my prayers with divine desire. My answer is on the way, my sweet baby. If this message resonated with you, please show your support by liking it. Could you please let me know why you feel that my pace might be too quick? I can feel your discomfort. I can hear you asking, why hasn't it come to Skip yet? What's taking so long? But these days I want you to understand this. I don't put things off. I plan ahead. As you look at the clock, you feel like time is passing you by quickly and without stopping. You feel like you're behind because you see other people getting it. You think I forgot about you, but I control the very core of time itself. Should it no longer happen, it's not because I forgot about it. I'm not just molding you, I'm also molding what I can offer you. If I had given Joseph the throne ahead of time, he might not have known how to use it properly. David might not have been ready to rule if he had taken the throne right away. If Abraham had gotten his son before the promise, he might not have learned the important lesson of accepting things as they are. Look at your life now. Do you really think you're ready for everything I've planned for you? I won't give you something you can get rid of by dawn. I would like to give you a gift that you will always treasure. I always remember you. I am still adamant about my choice. Just know that I'm getting you ready for a length of time that you didn't expect. Write down your lamentations. The time that seems like a time of enormous expectation is actually a part of creation. While everything is in motion, nothing and no one can stop what I have already planned for your life. Now, to be clear about your faith. Write, "I trust in God," in the comments. Don't wait, because He's getting me ready for something bigger. Children, think about this. Not every chance comes from me. I know you're waiting for an answer, that your spirit wants to change, and that you want to make quick progress in your work. But I have a question for you. Are you sure that the path you chose is the one I made for you? Usually, it's the enemy who opens up new paths. He shows you chances that look like they'll be great, ways that look like they'll be easier, and ways that look like they'll lead to great blessings. Ideas that will blow your mind with their beauty, but will ultimately take you away from your dreams. Today, not everything that seems true is actually true. Not everything that seems like a gift comes from my essence. And if you cross the wrong barrier, you might end up going off track from the path I've planned for you. Jonah, you saw a ship ready to leave. He thought the ship was an open door. But that path led him away from my plan, revealing a storm and a huge creature instead. And another adventure that had to happen because of the plan I already made for my life. Now look at it. Are you attempting to get around by using standards that were never meant for you? Have you been fooling yourself with easy answers? Have you ever been sucked into intriguing opportunities that seemed like they would lead you away from your goals? Do not rush to any entry. Children, be affected for the exact second, because once I unharness it, it will not be shut again no matter what. No storm can steer you off track once I lead. It's much more comfortable when I'm in charge of fate. I put on the right face. I know what time it is. I know about the trip that's coming. Now do something brave and write in the comments. I don't want any doors, Lord. When that person comes out of you, baby, I'll stop what I've already planned. Are you afraid of what other people will say? Would you agree that we could change what I've already written about your lives? You've been looking at the tough situations and thinking they are too big. Let me stress your point again when I say, go. Nothing can stop it. If I say, open the door, no one else will be able to shut it down. If I choose to raise someone, no amount of jealousy, resistance, or hatred can ever stop them. When I make a promise, I'll keep it, even if the audience doesn't accept it. The same thing happened with Moses. Pharaoh tried to stop the Israelites from leaving Egypt, but he couldn't. As I had promised, they left Egypt when I told them to. That's what happened with Esther. The enemy tried to kill my family, but I took care of her in the house, making sure that my power would win. Then the situation transformed into a scenario reminiscent of Jesus' experience. They tried to silence him, but he was stronger than them. But on the third day, he rose from the dead again, because what was planned can't be stopped. Now look at yourself in the mirror. How often have you thought about giving up because you thought someone had the power to stop your progress? But I promise you that nothing can stop you from following the path I've already mapped out for you. There may also be barriers, but I am empowered to break down any one of them. There may be enemies, but I am the powerful force that helps you win. There may be obstacles, but I'm the only one who makes a way when there isn't one. Together, we will overcome our fears, and I applaud your courage. Should I order it, it will come to Skip. Please let this advice take effect, my dear child. Share the video with up to 3 people who could use some motivation right now. Take a strong step and leave a number in the comment. Nothing can stop my victory, my baby, if God wants it to happen. You can feel it in your heart, that the answer you're looking for is closer than you think. Now though, I want to ask you this. Do you have the clear vision to include it? Usually, the only thing that stops the gift is ignorance, not time, hardship, or the enemy. Even though you say you trust, deep down you're still not sure. You beg and look for answers, but there's a question in your mind. Will it happen? But I want to say something interesting. If doubt clouds your vision, you may be on the brink of a lovely change. My people traveled through the deserts for 40 years, knowing that great things were just around the corner. However, due to their lack of faith, they continued to wander endlessly, never reaching the intended land. Now look at yourself in the mirror. Are you ready to understand what I'm already letting go of? Or does your doubt still hold you back? Do it right now. Don't waste any more time. Do it now. Don't wait until the last minute. Bring out your inner power and embark on the journey ahead of time. Feed your view right now. When I say my word, it's just as satisfying as when it's done. Things will happen if I say they will. When I tell you that your answer is close, become ready to live it now. Take a moment to write in the notes about how strongly you feel. God, I believe in my plans for solving problems, and I'm ready to use them. Children, you've already come this far. Keep going with unshakable energy. I know about the big war you're still fighting, and the problems you face every day. You sometimes want to quit because you're so tired and question the point of continuing. Today, I implore you to comprehend this truth. Your adversary is aware that you are on the verge of victory, and in the final moments before your victory, he will employ all his strategies to demoralize you. He plants the idea of giving up in your mind, uses other people to drain your drive, and you end up feeling helpless, alone, and lacking in energy. But pay attention to what I say. You are about to become outstanding. How many people gave up right before the extraordinary happened? How many people have given up everything they thought was valuable because they couldn't discover a way to heal? The number of people who broke their promises because they couldn't wait for the right moment is staggering. But you, my little one, will never give up. Hold on. The giant changes you want to make are already happening. We now know how you will respond, and if you stay strong, you will find everything I have planned for you. The vow is for those who will endure until the end, and I'm here to give you strength. Take a big breath in, raise your eyes, and move forward. Now more than ever, you are on the verge of victory. Now, get your inner strength together and say in the comments, I can't give up. My victory is inevitable. The kids who helped you believe your victory would be out for a walk in the park. Even though I didn't promise an effortless journey, I did promise to be by your side every second of it. Have you ever remembered that the most driven winners aren't the ones who never fall, but the ones who keep pushing themselves higher? Triumph no longer belongs to those who started it, but to those who stuck with it. Goliath lost to David because he was determined. Joseph became governor by being resolutely determined. He kept his faith and didn't give up on the journey to get back everything that was lost and more. Look at your reflection. In how many cases did the enemy try to stop your growth? How often have you ever felt like you were weak? How often did the thought of giving up come to your mind? That being said, I stand here to tell you that if you stay strong, I am sure you will win. You are going through tough times right now, but they are just a part of your epic story. They are your path to becoming a powerful country. If you stop working diligently now, you might miss the great things I have planned for you. Do you need to stumble before you quit? The full awareness of the promise. I made to you may never be seen. But if you don't give up and keep your faith until the end, you will see a very normal thing happen. No longer let being tired, scared, or unsure stop you from growing. Everything I have to offer you is priceless and deserves all of your hard work, sadness, and determination. Now, do something brave and say in the comments, "I can continue to be steadfast, my victory is certain." Kids, the time has come to set the past aside for beneficial reasons. I know everything you have. I know the struggles you've faced, the disappointments that have become part of you, and the times you thought you couldn't go on. But today, I say that this cycle ends here. I'm calling you to accept a whole new generation, one that will heal, thrive, and achieve amazing things beyond your wildest dreams. To fully enter this new stage, you should let go of things that are no longer helpful to you. To get close to the new, you have to let go of the old. If you focus on the past, it will hinder your growth and prevent you from experiencing the wealth I have in store. I pray for you, as you continue to bear the burden of issues that you should have relinquished at my feet. Abraham believed the promise and was brave enough to leave the people he knew to become governor. Joseph had to get over the pain of betrayal. Peter defied the odds and walked on water because he had the courage to exit the boat. Now I want to ask you this: are you ready to leave your present country and enter the wonderful future I have planned for you? I am ready to take you to heights you never thought possible. It's getting earlier for me to open a new route. If you believe, choose to move forward. Work hard to leave the faraway past and stop revisiting pains that should have been healed. Then you definitely have a wish in your eyes. Now, take a chance and write in the comments, "Lord, I'm getting this new time in my life." Almighty Author, I stand in front of you right now, fully aware that you are the perfect being, the only one who can make paths through the desert, whose words can become reality, and whose vows can never be broken. I know that my being here isn't just a random accident. This prayer is a holy call for me to come into the world. It's a name to awaken and embrace the benefits you have carefully planned for me, dear child. Allow this word of hope to shine. It's up to a few hearts looking for some light. I know that the benefits were given. I know that the doors have been flung wide open, that my win has been written down, and that my boom has been announced. The spiritual world orchestrated all events for me to seize my rightful possessions. Father, I refuse to be someone who only sees the promise and doesn't move toward it. I would rather not be with people who stay in desolation. As someone who has been held back by doubt in your power, I refuse to be like those people who give in to fear and miss out on a wonderful chance. Instead, I raise my voice in prayer, maintain my resolve, and declare that I will not delay my commitment. I can't let worry or doubt happen anymore. When the opinions of other people keep me from enjoying the benefits you've given me, I'm crazy. Dear God, please monitor any obstacles preventing me from receiving your gifts. Please guide me as you deem fit. I'm not going to start a new time without being ready. I want to be fully ready to accept and follow everything you have planned for me. Author, I believe that while you make your decision, nothing can stand in my way. No force can close the door you've opened, and no adversary can thwart the divinely planned victory. I am separate from all the lies that are trying to bring me down. I ignore every thought of failing, every feeling of being weak, and every whisper that tries to make me question myself. Pick an idea. I'm close to my acceptance. I'm determined. And even though I can't see the result right now, I proudly proclaim in church that my choice is on its way. My victory is unfolding and the new year has already begun. If you are calling for me to rise, I fully accept it on my face. I will not deceive myself with false prospects. I will patiently await the correct path, and I will adhere to your path, despite its perceived length and difficulty, as I am confident that your intentions surpass mine. I want to say thank you because I now know that my prayers were not in vain. The time of getting ready turned into the time of strengthening. Every celebration I've had so far was part of your big plan, and now, with unshakable faith, I ask for my gift before the chance comes up. Slides away holy presence. Provide my hands the knowledge to know what's truly mine, my mind the strength to resist doubt, and my heart the stability to stay determined. Provide me the courage to go ahead and make things happen, because I'm sure great things are ahead. Ideal being, I keep praying, knowing that this is the most decisive moment in my life. I'm aware of the non-secular war going on around me. I can see how the enemy is trying to distract me, undermine my confidence, and create doubt. But I have thwarted every dark plan he used to try to divert me from my path. I will keep your holy word. I refuse to hang out with people who are weak when they win. There's no way I can back out of the wonderful life you've planned for me. So, I'm announcing my cure today. I take away all worry. I get rid of all fear. I broke down every competing idea. My mind is owned by the divine. The divine owns my hopes and dreams, just as it owns my heart. Help me if I discover myself looking back to what I knew before. If I stay rooted in the past, provide me the strength to let go of what needs to be lost. Because I want to become the new. I want to become closer to the future you have planned for me. I'm not going to let fear take away my gifts. I can't stand still in front of the open door, missing the courage to walk through. I cannot allow the years to pass without utilizing the blessings bestowed upon me. I know that difficult situations come up to help me clear up, but these days I choose to bear them, no matter how challenging they may seem. Even when things are going badly, show care. I still believe because I think you're on time. You plan how people are trained. Every level has been a lesson and an important journey that has brought me closer to your holy purpose. Now I'm asking for your help to find the right way. Keep me from getting drawn to easy ways. Keep me from going in the wrong way. Use your strong hand to guide me along and make sure I stand exactly where you want me to. I'm not going to trust my judgment, so I'm going to follow the way you've set out for me instead. I give up my energy and find comfort in your unwavering loyalty. God's presence makes me feel like my answer is getting closer. I sense a powerful force deep within my spirit, and I won't allow anything to prevent me from embracing it. Break my heart if there are parts of me that need mending. Please make the necessary changes in me. I know that as long as you say so, nothing can stand in my way. I recall that if you provide permission, no one, nothing, or anything can take it away. I declare with firm confidence that the heavenly world has already planned my victory. My heart has already claimed it as its own, even though I haven't yet seen it. Even though my journey isn't over yet, my faith keeps me going. While some people won't say these words out loud, I'm sure that everything has been carefully planned for just the right time. My idea provides me strength to keep going. I will not give up. I can keep going because I know I am not alone anymore. I'm strong enough to stand firm until I give up. I offer it all up to you, God. Bring my life goals, purposes, and choices into reality, but not through my goals. I think your way is best. Your knowledge is supreme, and your plans are perfect. So let your divine will make them happen. In due time, I will praise you. All of this is what I say, prove, and claim in the name of your Son, Jesus. Yes, dearest, these holy times deeply connect our souls. It can help you feel more connected to others if you make it a habit to step away from things that are distracting you and accept tranquility. It's important to keep up our non-secular bond through regular, meaningful conversations. Ignoring these events will cut off the most important link for your soul, which is now your duty. It's to change being self-centered into being truly sincere. When you do beneficial things with noble intentions, the world aligns your fate with those intentions. If you focus on positive outcomes, you'll find that your surroundings respond favorably, providing you with unexpected benefits. Stay strong in the face of chaos, lies, and wrecks with this power. At the same time that people stay true to the truth, ghosts get smaller. The choices you make at these pivotal moments will significantly affect the course of events. How will you answer the call of your fate, dear one? These thoughts come to you from another world. In the past, people wished they could feel my presence and trust in my unshakable love. Through the changing seasons and years, I wanted them to feel my boundless kindness and unwavering power. Be alert and look for times when we can both be still, so that my word can fill you with peace forever. Before the mountains rose and the seas grew big, I was your parent, making sure you were safe through calm nights and rough days. With my life, I saw you and loved the promise you kept. Trials will test your resolve, but you can find your center in me, a place of peace in the midst of life's storms. I made the stars and started the universe moving. You have no idea how much help I can give you as you get better and follow your true path. You don't want to be perfect, but I've seen you as perfect since you started. Be still and know that you are safe in my care as you look into the infinite. Feel the quiet facts you speak and the weight you carry by yourself during difficult times. The world may say you're ignored, but I know you're loved, respected, and remembered. Even in the darkest moments, remember that you are not alone, for I have bestowed upon you an enduring light. If you honestly look for me every day, taking time to feel my presence and telling me your inner dreams, I will get closer and show you wisdom that you can't understand. Now my full consciousness is yours. Will you accept it? Let your heart be the place where you and I can meet in peaceful stillness. Make your cuts happen, and I'll take away the shadows from your true soul. Play back your deepest wishes and watch as the impossible becomes possible in your new life. Cherished, made apart from the doubt and false rumors that question your cost. Beyond what you think now, a bright life is waiting for you. You are surrounded by my unfailing love, which is a deep fact that changes everything. My friends are with you on all of your adventures, including the one that's about to start. Instead of making changes with fear, ground your spirit in my presence, sure that I can lead you to a free and fulfilling future that many desire, but few are brave enough to claim. Despite my actions being beyond words, my spirit resonates deeply and gently with yours. You can approach me as your true self, accepting all of your flaws and gaps. My understanding can reach deep into your being. I can turn your pain into peace in that holy space, where your hidden grief and deep scars lead you to my embrace, and your breaks turn into beauty. You express broken hopes and dreams that await restoration. If you allow me to rejuvenate your soul, do not worry about the unknown roads that lie ahead. The improvements you see in the world are proof of my hidden influence. I sent my messengers to fight the shadows of your ancestry, clearing the way for you to live out your true calling. In the bright world I'm making just for you, The pain of past generations will fade away. We cherish the moments of joy and let them radiate like morning dew on verdant grass. Reach out and gather those gems every day to add to your journey. Don't think about what's missing or the problems that stand in your way. My wealth is important and will always lift your spirit. You're entering a peaceful world that I made by hand. This place is where you will hold close the boundless nature of my love in ways that go beyond words. As I take away your shame and fill the spaces in your soul with healing pleasure, the deepest parts of your being might feel completely free. She had shed no more tears and loved cradling him gently. In my hug, I feel the pain of deception that has left scars on you, making it hard for you to accept that what I say is true. Personally, I see every tear turn into an expensive lesson in how to see things. I'm right here to wash away your worries and wrap my love around you. I build profound relationships between people who have the same goals in this way. You're meant to have deep connections with other people, my love, but be careful not to make real bonds out of short meetings. Check the credibility for people who want to enter your holy space. My books will show you the way through the delicate balance of separation and unity. Every loss opens the door to brand new possibilities. Let go of the past and trust that my strength will bring beauty into your future. Take off the labels that hold you back from moving on from past mistakes or injuries. Your true core is greater than any sadness or regret. I handcrafted you with the intention of showcasing my beauty through your distinct spirit. Accept the high quality energy I've put into your spirit. I take care of it so that your confidence grows and inspires others to be with you. Here is the simple truth. Dear, you can't find real happiness by trying to get higher on your own. You are welcome to tell me about your deepest problems and anger. Also, trust me with your hopes and dreams. My vision for your future is greater than yours. If you promise to strengthen our relationship every day and give up your restricted goals in favor of my endless creativity, we will build paths of true power where amazing beauty comes from the past. Don't worry now, my love, because my presence wraps around you in both darkness and light. Now that it's morning, no FK can break the tie we share or stop the wonderful adventure I've planned for you. You are held in my arms right now and forevermore. Pay attention to my words as they lead you, and watch as I turn your struggles into beauty. Every moment we share opens the way for your intended path, weaving our link in perfect balance. Your tired spirit will no longer feel empty. While others are proud, I promise to give you all of my affection and more, beloved. My dear, let today be the start of a new journey. I want to tell you of my unwavering love. Even if there are storms all around you, I will be your safe place. I will always be here for you. When you feel alone and worried, or when the people you care about don't pay attention to you, you are not defined by others' words or actions. Even those closest to you, their dismissal does not lessen your worth to me. My love goes beyond brief thoughts of success or failure. I see your struggles and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Your worth goes beyond what this world can judge. Free yourself from the limits that other people have put on you. Their doubts and opinions have no power over you until you let them. Go beyond their attempts to bring you down and make you worry. The course before this one is full of happiness, motivation, and plenty. Have I not promised you goodness and kindness for life? Since the sky is infinite above, my love for you is so strong that no one can break the tie we have. When others try to belittle you, remember that my steadfast guidance is always with you. If you're feeling weak and worn out, come rest your head on my shoulder. Let go of your anger towards those who don't understand or agree with you for a moment. Allow no anger to cross your path, as it will only serve to break your spirit. I understand the whole of your journey and hope that I can help you find forgiveness for all the wrongs you've done. Let's have a quiet moment together, just the two of us. Stay away from the noise and other things that might confuse us. Let your heart open to me and tell me how you feel without holding anything back. I already know what's on your mind, but letting them out will make your heart and mind feel better. Don't bother me now, expensive one. I'm here to listen. Fix will see you for who you are, and you trust me with your problems, instead of holding them on your own. Think about the trip that's coming up. I have wonderful plans for your life, beloved. If you walk along with me in unshakable faith, the best times are yet to come. Will you choose my words over the negative comments that have been around you? Who has shown more loyalty and understanding up to this point? Are the narrow-minded critics or your maker, who will never end, more deserving of your loyalty? I know it takes courage to ignore the noise of the loads and go after your awesome path. So rise from the ashes of loss and doubt, push the shadows of the beyond apart, and take a brave step into the future I've created for you, where unimaginable joy awaits the wait. Waiting for your spirit is merely a fleeting cloud that will swiftly vanish in my light. Freedom is about to come right now. One brave step out of the depths. Who else can turn your struggles into motivation? Take it as true that I can heal every hurt and sadness. Are you hearing my words of healing love, especially for others? What you tell yourself repeatedly becomes your truth. When you're careful about what you let in, make sure that the words you listen to are mine. Dive into the live seas. I'm giving them to you freely. Let them heal the parts of your soul that have become toughened by the arena's roughness. Open your heart to receive the success I can best provide you, which is a mind with an endless desire that no one or any earthly pleasure can ever satisfy. Come discover the true safe place of your heart in me, beloved family in Christ. Come forward into the light of Jesus, love that will never end. Choose to join forces with other people who value His words and presence. We will grow our church together and let everyone see His light. Yes. Amen.